Are we live? Hold on. Wait a second. Are we live? Oh, I better put the Switch away. Don't mind me. I was busy poning some noobs in Smash. You know, gotta do my thing. I gotta show those guys who's boss, right? I gotta show everyone what's up. That you don't mess with Nintendo Prime. All of you out there. Oh, I know. I know there's some stuff going on out there because all of you haters are messing with me because Nintendo did me wrong. We didn't get a Switch Pro today, but you know that is okay. Unless you're someone looking to tear me down. But that's okay, because my soul has been found. Oh, that's right, don't mess with me. No mess with me today, guys. Yeah, I was caught me a little bit there, practicing some Smash Bros. We have a massive Super Smash Bros. Competition going on during E3. There is a chance for 2 people on day 1. We have signups for it right now in the pinned comment. There are signups right now for day 1 of E3. We are taking on 2 of you, day 1 of E3 in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. If you defeat me or Eric, you will get a shot at a $50 eShop gift card or a $99 eShop gift card. Now look, you're going to be like, oh, what's the rules? Are we going pro style? Are we going flat levels? Are items going to be this, that? You ain't going to know crap. You ain't going to know what characters Eric and I play. You ain't going to know what stages we play. You ain't going to know anything. You ain't going to even know if it's stock or timed. You're not going to know anything. All you know is you get one shot to beat us to win. So whatever I decide the rules are if you play me, whatever Eric decides the rules are if you play him, you're not going to know anything until the match begins. So you can go sign up right now. Hopefully you're available on that day. If you're wondering what time things are at, let me glance at my schedule here. Our first competition for it is at 11:30 Central Time on June 12th. And our second one is at 1 p.m. Central Time on June 12th. Those are the 2 fan-related ones. There's also one where Eric and I take on each other. So that should be a lot of fun. And whoever loses that has to do the Hot Chip Challenge. That is day 1. We're going to have other competitions besides Smash, by the way, guys. But we do have a few other Smash matches throughout E3. There's going to be other competitions. You guys will find out when we release signups for those. The people who are chosen for the 12th will be chosen on a Monday. Now, before we get into all of the rest of the stuff, because we had somebody upgrade their membership. So thank you so much, Games and More Moonlight. You upgraded your membership to leader. You are now a leader in the community. I greatly appreciate you upgrading your membership tier. You're not a new member of the board, but you're moving up that board of directors, right? There's rings to this board of directors at Nintendo Prime, and you just moved up another level. So yeah, tonight if we have our membership goal bumped up a little bit. We seem to be hitting 5, no problem, which makes me feel like I'm selling my community short if we're hitting 5 almost every stream. So let's bump it to 10. And we'll see what I end up giving away if we hit 10 members. So if we hit our membership goal tonight, we will do a giveaway live on stream. Beyond all of that, every super chat and donation leads to shots and or drinks. I'm just going to label drinks in there because obviously people don't feel like, oh, when you're doing a shot of beer, when you're doing a shot of like a Bud Light seltzer, that's not a real shot. I hear you. I also don't want to die. Speaking of not wanting to die, I know I got like a little Mountain Dew Zero over here. I'm going to grab my water as well. Because we're going to have a fun one tonight because we get to talk about the disappointment in Switch Pro and people getting upset with me and other people. I mean, man, the leakers themselves. Emily Rogers has been on massive defense mode all day. It's been kind of crazy to watch the amount of hate and vitriol going her way right now. Not just her. Obviously, Nick from Xbox Era and others who are insiders who made a kind of a statement that it would happen today, or at least happen, quote unquote, imminently. And I see a new member. Just give me a second. I'm just giving a quick rinse of the shot glass here. I didn't actually get this washed from the other day, so I'm just kind of doing like a quick wash here if it'll get anything out, which it didn't. Well, I guess it did. I guess it took out actually most of it. Cool. All right. Let's welcome Yeet Gaming 999. You are the latest member of the Nintendo Prime Board of Directors. Welcome to the Board of Directors, and you are at the champion tier. I greatly appreciate that. That is one new member of the board. out of 10 for our goal tonight. All right, let me shout out everyone in the chat. I'm going to attempt to shout out everyone today in the chat. We do have a number of topics to get through. We'll be talking about Switch Pro first and addressing all that. I'm sure there's a lot of people wondering what the hell is going on. We got the full details on E3, we got the E3 schedule, but we also got Nintendo Prime's E3 schedule. And I want to go into further detail beyond what was stated in my video today, and also address any questions you guys might have for what we're doing during E3 and how things are going to work, because I'm sure there's a lot of questions surrounding that. We've been kind of building toward this show for a couple months, and now that we're 8 days away, guys, 8 days. We're almost 1 week away. Isn't that crazy? So we're gonna see what happens there. But I want to shout out everyone in the chat first. And I mentioned the Smash signups. I'll probably mention them a couple more times. I also have one more thing I need to mention as well, because we do have a sponsor today. So we'll get to talk about that in a moment. But before we get to that, let's shout out everyone in the chat. So we got Amor, 12321 _ is here. Birdman is here. Welcome. Christopher Lockhart, DH Gaming, Justin Basil, Brian C, Noctum Rex, Jacob Kobus, Justin Basil, Dreamy, Jordan Powers, R is here as well. Quarty, the Birdie. Let's see here. Some guy. Sweet Life of Dio Brando, Games and More. Moonlight is here, who upgraded the membership today. Thank you for that. Jacob Kobus is here. Odyssey TC, Clinton McKinney, Dr. Steam. Let's see here. Fire Soul is here. Welcome, man. We got Don Lewis is here. Crunchy Blend is here. Woomy365 is here. Ning Cobra. Welcome, Ning Cobra. I saw you, you followed me on Twitter today. I thought you were already following me on Twitter. Maybe you unfollowed me at one point. I don't know. I can be an idiot sometimes. Christopher Lockhart. Jesus Calderon is here. Nico. Scrolling on down, we got Seguin, the Pikachu fan, is here. Pragmatism. Sweet Life of Dio Brando. Woomy365. Scrolling on down the list here. I'm Focused is here. Junior 2K is here. Don Lewis. And hey, we have a new member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. Welcome! XGP, you are the latest member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. That is 2 out of our 10 goal tonight. We'll see what happens. So going on down the list here, trying to get everyone. Electro TDS Gaming is here. Noctum Rex is here. Atomics Fang is here. Samo is here. Some guy. Emmanuel Stedman is here. Chad Stewart. Going on down, Jesse Mendoza is here. Rita Callisto. Nest Chest Fire. We got lots of people here tonight. Almost pushing 400. We got Sora Sun is here. Man, Squirrel Mario 247. Welcome to the stream. There's so many people. David Havey, Zach S Network, Nathaniel Austin, Loki Ravenstorm is here. Colin Unger is here. Zach S Network, I think I might have said that. Some guy. Anires. Triclyde Tamer. Daruk. Welcome, Daruk. How's the world of Breath of the Wild doing for you? Or maybe the afterlife, right? Sagri is here. That dude who hates life YT is here. It's always a sad name when I read that one. I know you've been to a few streams. Let's see here. Wolfie Docs is here. Squirrel Mario 247. Logic Bugs, Crazy's Cough, Mayo Crossing, Zach Cave. Oh boy, there's a lot. We're just going to kind of jump down to the bottom because I'm going to be shouting out people all damn day if I don't. So let me just grab like the last 30 people to say something. We got Dr. Stream, Ruben Garza, Walter Carreno, Marduk427, Thighbutt, the Jay Zoli, Everyday Gamer, CJ Box, Isaiah Crushing, Uppermost Player, Raz Mataz, Warp Chaos is here, Victor Gankov, Brian Eck Games, Samo, Jamie Robinson. Oh my God, it just keeps going. Shiny Ray 01 is here, KK is here, Cosmic 022, Matt Carter. Oh my God, Versatile Glasses. It just keeps going. You guys just keep saying hi. Oh my gosh. Bangarang, Rufio! Ultimate Break 82 as well. Actually, I did that wrong. Rufio! Jared Allen is here as well. BJ Holloman. Welcome to the stream, man. Aurora Sorolios, AMG 69, Slayer 0, Big Pun, Uppermost Player, Steven Vanellis, the Jay Zoli, Caleb Huffman, Justin Brantley, Nacho Rex. Oh my gosh, it doesn't stop. All right, we're going to call it good there. I hope you guys appreciate that I tried to get through as many people as I could. I literally think if I just focused on shout-outs, I would be shouting out for hours. That's just the way it goes. During E3, I will try to shout out people as well as I can as well, but we're not going to obviously do everyone that we can. But yeah, as GinTurkey89 said, I would really appreciate if you guys like the stream. You know, if I don't really care if people super chat or if they donate or any of that stuff. It's nice. It's cool. I like doing shots and having fun and all that jazz. I like, you know, people become members. It's cool to support the channel. I do appreciate all of that. But honestly, one of the best things you can do to support the channel and help us grow is to drop the likes on the stream. It's absolutely free to do. And it just helps YouTube suggest our stream to more and more new people who have never seen the channel before, which helps us grow. Well, it only helps us grow if they actually come to the stream and then like what they see, which hopefully they do. I can't control it, I guess, because you either like me or you don't. But hey, we got another new member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. Welcome, Clyde Tamer. You have joined the leader ranks in our board of directors. So welcome. That's 3 out of... See, that's what I'm talking about. See, 5 seems like it's too easy these days. So we bumped her up to 10 tonight. We'll see what happens. We also got a new subscriber and Black Lotus 00800. All right. Let's get into the stream. Let me make sure my Streamlabs is working on my end over here so I can actually see what's going on. It is working. All right, perfect. So, let's talk about that Switch Pro, shall we? Or the lack thereof. So, obviously, today is come and gone, and it's pretty clear we're not going to get a Switch Pro announcement today. Okay. What does that mean? Nothing, really. Other than that some insiders, quote-unquote insiders, were wrong. And really only one person said we were getting it today, and that was Nick from Xbox Era. So number one, Nick from Xbox Era is now on the crap list. We are not going to be really reporting on anything he has to say about Nintendo anyways, moving forward, unless he gets a number of things correct to go back on the good list. The other person getting a lot of flack today is Emily Rogers, because Emily Rogers said the announcement is imminent. The words imminent came from Emily Rogers. Now, Takahashi Machizuki has nothing to apologize for at this point because he said very clearly that, one, the expectation is that it will be announced before E3. E3 is not here yet. There's still 8 days to E3, so there's still 8 days for Takahashi Machizuki's statement to come true, and he said it's likely to be announced before E3. He didn't guarantee it would be announced before E3, so it's really hard to get upset with Takahashi Machizuki yet. One, you can't really get mad at him until we get to E3 and it hasn't been announced yet. So there's still 8 days. And two, you know, he didn't guarantee it was going to be beforehand. Now then Nate the Hate, of course, went out there and plainly stated on his podcast that he is very sure it would be announced imminently, be announced soon, be announced before E3. And he made a statement today in wake of people getting upset that because most people think it won't be announced on Friday. So getting upset, people like, you know, thinking, oh, is this thing even real? What's going on? So I'm going to read his statement verbatim on Twitter. This comes from Nate Drake, Nate the Hate, whatever you want to call him. Direct Feed Games. He goes by many different names at times. But here we go. I want to emphasize this statement only represents me and in no way dismisses the info of other outlets. Due to ongoing conversations and discussions over the course of the week, I have considerably less confidence that an announcement will take place ahead of E3. This is 1 out of 4 tweets. This doesn't mean an announcement cannot happen. I simply do not know. I'm being open, honest, and transparent with everyone and sharing that recent conversations and new information have me doubting a pre-E3 announcement. Some of the information I had and was confident in no longer looks as solid as it did a week ago. Cracks formed due to the inaccurate/inconsistent info and misunderstanding of accurate info. With expectations high, I wanted to address this in a direct and prompt manner. To emphasize, this only represents me. It does not mean other outlets have bad information. I'm only speaking on the information I have been given and expressing my uncertainty in it. I hope that other reports are accurate and an announcement happens in the coming hours and or days. And that's kind of where Nate the Hate kind of left things at, and that's kind of where we are sitting at the moment when it comes to Switch Pro. Now, for the number of comments that have come up on my video today, oh, you're running, hiding from the Switch Pro. Look, it wasn't announced. You're hiding, Nate. Oh my gosh, why can't you fake clickbait YouTubers just admit to what you're doing? All I'm doing is reporting the information that's out there, okay? I have my opinions, of course. I gave my opinion on the podcast last night, thinking, yeah, it would be really cool. I kind of want it to be. I kind of think it will be announced today. That's an opinion, okay? Opinions can be wrong all the time. And my opinions were based on the reporting and based on the other people out there that were kind of maybe setting some expectations for it to get announced today. The bottom line is, I don't know if the Switch Pro is even real. I don't have a personal contact. I don't know anybody at Nintendo or any third-party person that I'm aware of anyways. I do know a few developers, but I don't know any that I'm aware of that have actually made Switch games, let alone worked on a Switch Pro game. So they wouldn't have knowledge of this anyway. So anyone that I know in the industry wouldn't even be someone I should be reaching out to about this stuff. So the bottom line is, I don't have any personal sources on this thing even being real, let alone when it's going to be announced. Now, I have a belief that it's real because I trust people like Takahashi Machizuki. Betting against Takahashi's reporting has burned people many, many, many times over the years. And all he has put out there is it's likely to be announced before E3, not that it will be, and that it is going to come out in September or October. So if it's announced during E3, which that looks very unlikely. Nintendo said they're only focusing on software. If it's announced after E3, as long as it's announced at some point and comes out in September or October, say it's announced in July even, right? It would make sense to announce it in July. The Switch Lite was announced July 10th. So it would make sense to announce it in July and give it a 2 or 3 month buffer. It makes sense. But here's the thing. His report would still be correct because he never guaranteed it would be announced before E3. Now, that all being said, that's Takahashi Machizuki. I don't think he's really getting a lot of the backlash. A lot of the backlash are the insiders that maybe jumped on the bandwagon a little bit. And to that I say, what are you going to do? Some people think I owe MVG an apology. I disagree that I owe MVG an apology. The only thing I owe an apology for is misrepresenting what he said on that podcast exactly. He actually starts off the podcast very harsh about the whole Switch Pro thing. And then if you listen further into the podcast, MVG admits that he does think the Switch Pro exists, just that it's not going to be announced anytime soon, and it might not hit that release table that Takahashi Machizuki put out. That's where MVG stands. So when he put out there, that a bunch of people are going to be disappointed today, he clearly meant about the Switch Pro, but also, he doesn't know, he hasn't talked to anybody. He doesn't know anybody that knows anything about this, right? He doesn't talk to anybody. He doesn't have any industry insiders that are helping him out or developers he knows that have even touched the machine. So he doesn't, my whole point in dismissing what he said wasn't to make him sound bad. It was just to point out he's putting opinions out there. He doesn't actually have any information. He didn't know if it was going to get announced today or not. He didn't know if the thing even exists or not. He believes it does because he thinks there's too much smoke for it not to be there. But he hasn't talked to a single person in the industry that has confirmed to him this thing is real. So that was my point on the podcast when I said, yeah, I don't really care so much about what he said because honestly, he doesn't have any sources on it. He's just like me. He's just a guy farting in the wind, looking at all the reports, and then coming to his own conclusions. And then, yeah, he knows a few developers, as do I, but I already know the developers I know wouldn't be working with this device anyways, and I presume that would be the same in his case with the developers he knows from indie all the way through AAA, where they all said that they have no idea what he's talking about. So, at the end of the day, what do we learn from all of this? Obviously, nothing's official till Nintendo confirms it. I think that's a pretty big given. I think that's always been a given. The only thing we knew for certain is that Nintendo was going to be at E3 because Nintendo told us they were going to be at E3. So we got that E3 announcement yesterday and we got the full E3 schedule today. So that is something we for sure knew was going to happen. Beyond all of that, I'm just the messenger. So if you guys want to shoot hate at me, I've seen plenty of it in the comments. I've seen plenty of it on Twitter. I've seen people trying to ask me to apologize. I saw someone, one of my tweets made it onto the Gaming Leaks and Reddit page. There's a Gaming Leaks and Rumors Reddit page. I don't know if you guys know this. That has 150,000 plus people following it. And someone put one of my tweets on there where the Best Buy tweet where I said, hey, this looks real to me. It was an opinion. I don't know. And it turns out that the SKU for it was an AMD CPU. And it's like, okay, cool. Whatever. I'm just throwing what's out there. I don't actually know. I don't have any direct sources. I have my experience in the industry. I have my intuition, but I'm just a gamer. And I think this gets lost sometimes on people when they watch content creators, is most of us don't have industry connections. okay? Like even the other YouTubers that sometimes tell me I know someone at Nintendo, even when they say that, I always put this massive air of doubt in my mind that people actually know, these people at Nintendo. I have no reason to believe that they would. Not that I'm calling them liars, I just don't know, okay? Same thing with Samus Hunter, same thing with Emily Rogers, same thing with Nate the Hate, same thing with all of these guys out there. I don't know that any of them have real connections. All I know is track record, what they have said versus what has happened. And if that track record looks really, really good, we'll talk about it. And that's what I do on my channel. I talk about the things that interest me as a gamer, and I talk about the things that are happening out there from people that I feel are fairly reputable. I never intend to put things out that end up being untrue. Ever. But also, that's the whole point of labeling them the way I do. Are they rumors? Well, if they're rumors, then obviously I can have my opinion on whether I believe the rumors or not, but that's a personal opinion. I still know better than to say it's anything but a rumor. So that's kind of where I stand on all of this. It's okay if people don't like that stance, but that's just what I do. That's literally my YouTube channel in a nutshell. Is I report on things I'm interested in. It's not always rumors. Like, hey, the thing today wasn't a rumor. My video today wasn't a rumor. One of my videos yesterday wasn't a rumor. Those are factual news things that happened. I was going to do a video on the Japanese sales today, but I just had a really busy day with the family and work and everything, so I just didn't get to it today. But and then when you miss the boat after a certain amount of time with sales videos, it's kind of one of those, hey, well, maybe we'll talk about it tonight on the podcast, but on the live stream. This isn't a podcast. Anyways, Goofball Gamer says, I'm just a gamer. I need to frame that. I mean, technically, this tapestry back here says gamer across. I'm a content creator, right? I'm not to call myself an average gamer is a little different because am I average? I have a PlayStation 5, an Xbox Series X, a gaming PC, a Nintendo Switch, a gaming laptop, and a gaming phone. So I've got like every gaming device you could have except for VR because I'm just not interested in VR. So I don't think an average gamer has all those devices. I also don't think an average gamer has 450 plus people watching them on a live stream. Okay, there definitely are ones that have that. There are definitely ones that have significantly more viewers than that. But I also just feel like in the grand scheme of what I do, I'm just like you. I play video games, I'm interested in the news, and I just happen to enjoy making content like this, live streams and videos, and for some reason people want to watch. I don't know why. I don't know if it's, I presume it's my personality, maybe. Maybe it's the fact that I sing on stream sometimes, like, oh, baby, I love the way, ooh. I mean, maybe. I honestly don't know. But hey, I'm glad you're all here, and we're going to have a hell of an E3. So we'll get into that in a moment. But we have our first SC of the night. Time to party it up. Thank you, Jake V, for the $10. And he says, I'm so hyped. Bro, let's go, dude. E3 is massive hype. We're going to get into E3 in a moment here. Let me, you know what? Let's kick off the stream nice with a nice shot. That was a 10 spot. Let's grab some real booze up in here. Let's grab some UV Cherry. We'll kick it off with a UV Cherry tonight. Thank you so much for that, Jake V. I appreciate it. So you rock. That's why. Thanks, guys. Oh my God, that sounded awesome. Yeah, man, dude, we party it up for every single super chat, big, small, or indifferent, doesn't matter. We don't party it up for the members, but I have my little, clap and rub my hand thing that I do for the members. We try to have some fun around here, right? That's what this channel's all about. Being fun, talking about some news, talking video games, and just having a good time. Any idea that I want to see during E3? All right, let me. So, is there any questions about the Switch Pro stuff? Anything you guys want to talk about that before we move on to E3? Because obviously we have a ton to talk about with E3. That's like the big thing right now. So let me know what's going on. Cheers, man. All right. Thank you, Playboy182, for the $5. All right. Says just sharing some of my AMC stock to the moon. Yeah, man. How are the stocks doing these days? I stopped paying attention. We're going to bust the celts open for that. How are the stocks doing these days? I hope they're doing good. I haven't paid much attention to GME, AMC, Dogecoin. I think there's a couple others out there that people are trying to ride to the moon right now. Good luck. Good luck. I always feel that it's brave of people to put their money in the line. Some people have gotten very rich. So congratulations for riding the wave. All right. Another one coming in. Holy crud. Let's go. Thank you, GamerTag GT, for the $4.99. All right, party for the SC. Let's drink all night, baby. Can't wait to hear about E3. Let's get a dono train going. That is 3 in a row. That's awesome, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Thank you for subscribing, Alpha Rakama. I probably missed a few other subscribers in there. This is the dono train. What's up? Switch Pro reveal tomorrow. It's possible. The thing is, I don't know. People keep DMing me and being like, hey, Nate, when's the Switch Pro going to arrive? I don't know, man. If I knew, if I literally knew the exact day and time that the Switch Pro was going to be revealed, don't you think I'd make a video on it? And I would either make or break my entire channel with that video by guaranteeing that the Switch Pro is going to come out on this day at this time. I don't know. So when people ask me, hey, do you think it's going to come? Sure, I could talk about do I think it's going to come. At this point, I put this out on Twitter today. Here's my expectations basically for the Switch Pro. I went a little overboard. I kind of said, oh, the Switch Pro isn't real until I see it. That was kind of a just an overblown statement. I obviously think the Switch Pro is real. But it's one of those, I'm trying to set my expectations low. So I stop expecting it to come any moment. I stop expecting it to be announced any day. And so then when it finally is, you know, then I got something to talk about. Like I don't think there's going to be too many industry insiders making the leap anymore to be like, hey, it's going to come out imminently. It's going to be announced soon. I don't think we're going to hear that anymore. So I honestly think reports on Switch Pro are going to kind of die out now until it's unveiled. Unless specs get out there. It's kind of one of those things. If specs leak, okay, we'll talk about that. But hey, oh, we have another one. Ooh. So thank you, Pragmatism, the $10. Man, you guys kept that dono train going. So Pragmatism says, bad news, can't get us down. It's hype time. Thank you so much, guys. I got to get this one in for the last one. And it's a big dono train going. We'll switch up the booze for you at least. Because we have a nice dono train going, you know, and I'm not trying to get completely sloshed. I don't care if I end up getting buzzed. That doesn't matter to me, but we'll bring a beer up in here. Man, you guys are just keeping that train going to kick off the stream. Thank you, guys. Let's just hit up the party. Thank you, Amor12321_ for the $2. All right. It says Dono Train. What about Central Leaks saying tomorrow night? Is that what they said now? Central Leaks hasn't said anything all day. Did they finally tweet something about it? I swore that Central Leaks hasn't said anything all day today. Yeah, the last thing they said is that it was supposed to go live, like pre-orders were going live at midnight tonight. They were talking about tonight. So, I don't know. Now people are trying to say, oh, maybe they meant Friday. People are just trying to hold out hope, right? Everyone wants to hold out a little bit of hope. I'm just going to not expect it until it's here. I believe it's real. I believe it's coming out in 2021. I'm less sure about Breath of the Wild coming out in 2021 than I am, or Breath of the Wild 2 coming out in 2021 than I am anything else. But yeah, I mean, this is just kind of where we're at right now, right? Should I get a streaming dock? A dock? What the heck's a streaming dock? Do you mean a stream deck? Like this is a stream deck. Do you mean that? Or do you, I don't know what you mean by that. Thanks for subscribing, YT Group. I saw that. Appreciate it. And thank you to the 180 people who have dropped likes on the stream today. I appreciate that support as well. Game on Noah says, did you become an influencer on E3 Expo's website? And if so, could I, if I'm an affiliate on Twitch? Just curious. They haven't approved anything for me, so I have signed up, but the E3. What's funny is the E3 Twitter guy has been talking to me like all day. It's cool. But basically, I should know in the next 48 hours, maybe 72. So it could take till Monday for me to see if I'm approved to be an official co-streamer of E3 or whatever. As the E3 guy told me, I don't need to be an official co-streamer to stream E3, but it's one of those, hey, you kind of get a little bit of name clout, I guess. I don't really care about the access it gives me. It's just kind of cool that be like, okay, like we're doing this big E3 show. It's nice to say that also, hey, look, the actual E3 people like support me doing this show. It's just kind of a cool thing for me to say mentally. Hey, I'm not just like a freelancer. This company wants me to do it. Let me see here. Do you think you could transfer your Nintendo account to the Switch Pro? Yeah, that's not a problem. You can already do that among different Switches at the moment. How confident are you in the recent rumors about Elden Ring being at Summer Games Fest? I don't know. Jeff Grubb seems to be subscribing to it, so does some others. We'll see. I'll be live streaming Summer Games Fest as far as I'm aware. So it won't be my full E3 setup. It's just going to be me. But we'll live stream Summer Game Fest, and supposedly all the music in it's going to be streamer friendly. So thank you for subscribing, Devin Ownby. Yeah, Stream Deck. So I love Stream Deck. Now, along with Stream Deck, I paid for a lifetime membership of VoiceMod. That's how on VoiceMod, all these things. like all these things on all the sound effects and everything I do all come from VoiceMod. So that's really cool. And Stream Deck letting me do one button presses. The thing is, all Stream Deck is a key binder, right? You can use a second keyboard and do a bunch of key bindings. So do you need a Stream Deck? No. Do I like having one? Absolutely. And I have the expensive one. I got the Stream Deck XL, but there's other options out there, by the way. You don't have to get a Stream Deck. I just happen to have other Elgato capture related devices. Like I have Elgato cam links for my cameras. I have an Elgato HD60 down here that's hooked up to my Switch for E3. And I do actually also have an AverMedia 4K capture card. So I do have a non-Elgato device. So I kind of stay in the Elgato family because I have a lot of Elgato stuff and it all kind of works seamlessly together. But you don't have to do that, right? There's plenty of other options out there, cheaper options, by the way, that can do a lot of what Stream Deck does. So, I don't regret the purchase, but that's because it seamlessly works with stuff I already have. And vroom, 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 vroom. Thank you, Baron Burby, for the $4.99. Says, train, I'm assuming that's the whoop, whoop, hype train. You're welcome for the $5. Thank you so much for that. Get another beer one in for you. So, any more questions about Switch Pro, or shall we move on? It's hard to ask, but it says primary channel and name of channel. Yeah, the sign-ups for content creators are very weird from E3. And the E3 guy told me, yeah, he agrees it's pretty weird. And then he said, this is the guy who runs their E3 Twitter account. He told me that not to worry so much. Like, you're going to get to a point there where you got to verify that I understand verifying that you're the channel owner. I get that, but that's not what they want. They want like a contractual verification that you're a manager of the account. And it's like, what do I do? Write a contract to myself? Do I go on Microsoft Word and go, I, Nathaniel Rumpeldrans, hereby say that the undersigned Nathaniel Rumpeldrans owns, operates, and manages Nintendo Prime, the YouTube channel, and here's the URL. Please sign here. And I'm just signing the signature to myself. Like, is that really what they want me to do? And he basically said, he told them that they're kind of pushing it and don't understand content creators, which isn't a surprise. The ESA doesn't understand content creators. So he kind of said, yeah, when you're like a solo act, he said, don't really worry about it. I told him, like, I included a picture of me holding old E3 badges, one of which said, E3, whatever. I think it was E3 2019, and it said Nintendo Prime on it. And then I made sure my face and these things were in front of my registration form. He said, yeah, that'll probably work for verification. Because they just want to make sure people aren't registering as YouTubers or as Twitch streamers or whatever that aren't actually those streamers. Like going in there and registering as Ninja, as an example. You could theoretically register as Ninja, and if you don't provide any evidence that you're Ninja, they wouldn't know. So I understand needing some sort of proof. Like if they want a photo ID, which they don't say they want, I can understand wanting a photo ID. Because when you register as media, and I know this because I've registered as media with E3 before, you have to provide a photo ID. And you have to provide a business card. Which I was hoping I still had some business cards from like 2018, but I couldn't find them, so I'll probably have to order some more. Not that business cards are that big of a deal. I really don't care. But it is, if the channel keeps growing, I get to a point that I have a lot more sponsors and a lot more other things, and I meet them in person, it's kind of good to give a quick card that has all my contact info and everything on it. All right. Thank you, Zoe Reed and Hutchins, for subscribing. You're good at YouTube. Well, thanks. I try. Have you ever considered making a video essay about something you're really interested in? So I have done, that's called editorial content. I have done editorial content on my YouTube channel. That's not even something like I haven't done Japan about. I've done it. One, they usually don't perform very well. Two, something I've learned is that I'm really good at the kind of videos I make. I'm not always so good when I branch out from those kind of videos. So when I read a script, because for editorial content, you have a script, right? And I used to write editorials. I was a journalist. So I know how to write a pretty good editorial. But I'm not good at presenting an editorial as if I'm not reading it. And that's a problem. That's a skill. Now, it's a learned skill, and you can absolutely learn that skill. You can learn how to read a teleprompter or, whatever you put in front of you that has text on it. Or if you're not even on camera, just literally reading it off the computer into a microphone. You can learn how to do that without sounding like you're reading. I just have not been able to master it over the years. So oftentimes people end up not liking those videos as much because it just sounds like I'm reading a news report off a website instead of reading original work. So that's something that, maybe someday I'll keep working at that skill and then maybe bring those videos back. But none of them have ever done well. That doesn't mean I won't ever write editorials. We do have a website, NintendoPrime.com. I think there's an editorial on it from 2 months ago that I never made a video out of. So every time I get an itch to write an editorial, I kind of put it on the website, even though I know nobody's going to read it. It's okay, no one's really going to watch it when I put it here anyway. So, Sock says Nintendo may have planned to announce it today. They wanted to troll with the leakers. Maybe expect something tonight or tomorrow or next week or who knows. It's all guesses at this point. Hey, my fiance's in the chat. Shout out to Yulia. How you doing? How can Nintendo end emulation and ROM sharing? Okay, they can't. They can't. The answer is they can't. Did Nintendo Prime miss the last super chat? Did I? Did I miss one? Oh, I did. Why did it pop? It didn't pop up on my screen. So sorry about that. We got to keep the party going. Thank you, Pragmatism, for the $5. Saying, here we go again. Thank you so much for that. We'll have a little seltz for that one. Sorry, I missed it. It literally did not pop up on my screen. I was looking at it, and there was sometimes YouTube's weird like that, and that happens. New and super. It's Yulia. Got to serenade her. I'm not gonna serenade her right now. She actually had a decent day at work today, so I'm going to be nice to her. I know she doesn't like the serenades, so, maybe later tonight if she's still here, maybe I'll come up with something. But I don't feel like singing off the top of my head at the moment. Javier Vasquez, welcome to the stream, man. It says, Prime should do a video compilation of all the times he does the techno dance, and maybe with a Daft Punk song. Oh my gosh, no thanks. Late dono party. Happens. All right, so I don't see too many people talking about the Pro so much, which I think is fine. I don't think there's really anything to say at this point. It'll be announced when it's announced. We have no idea. So that's kind of the story with that. Shall we get into E3 stuff? Because as cool as it is that E3 announced their show today, obviously what I'm interested in is my show and what we're putting on. But before I get into that, welcome, Justin Basil. You have become the latest member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. You have joined the champion tier. Thank you so much for that support. I appreciate it. I think that gets us to 4 out of 10 tonight. We'll see if we hit our goal. And speaking of hitting goals, oh boy, here we go again. Thank you, Justin Cunningham, for the $10. All right, thanks for the hard work. I really appreciate it. I guess we could probably pop off with another, oh, where did I put it? Down here. We could probably have another UV cherry. Thank you so much, Justin Cunningham. I do appreciate the support. I appreciate all of you, to be honest. Just being here, chatting with me, liking the stream, watching, subscribing, all that stuff makes me happy. Are the Lakers about to be eliminated? Hold up, that's breaking news to me. I'm a big NBA fan. That's why I think it was Ed who brought it up. There's some people here who know that I'm a big... the Lakers haven't played yet. I was going to say that. I'm pretty sure they play late night tonight. Looks like the Trailblazers... Ooh, they're up 93-79. I know it's only the third quarter. Are they going to make a Game 7 out of this? That'll be fun. That'll be fun. The Blazers are a fun team to watch. We'll see what happens with the Lakers tonight. Cheers, man. Thanks for the $10. Dame is going up, dude. Dame goes up. Dude, last time, they lost the last game in double OT, and Dame shot 12 threes, 55 points. Dude, Dame, I always feel so bad for him. He shows up in the playoffs every year. Okay, Dame Dollar, baby. He comes through in the playoffs like nothing. He's cash money. The problem is he doesn't get support. And they just keep bringing the same team back year after year, expecting a different result. And the result is you might get to the second round, and that's about as far as you're going. We have another one coming in. Thank you, Baron Bobby, for the $5. And hey, it says drink water. I have been drinking water, but we'll do a shot of water for you quick. I mean, I'm already drinking it, but, whatever. Let's see here. Thank you for subscribing, Beggy Beg Beg. What an interesting name. Bucks are the only undefeated playoff team. I mean, and when they 4-0 the Nets coming up, I think they're going to make believers out of them all. Actually, I don't think they're really going to 4-0 the Nets, but it would be a very, very interesting if they did. Just spank the hell out of a super team. All right, let's get into E3, shall we? Let's get into E3. So, this is my list from my video earlier today. Do you guys know what we're doing for E3? Do you guys get the gist of what the E3 show is? I announced all the details on it today. Does everyone in the chat know the E3 schedule now that we're doing here? Or would you like me to go over it? Would you like me to go over the Nintendo Prime E3 schedule? Because we have a packed show for you guys. Absolutely packed. Sorry, I was reading some comments in the chat. This is like Tyler says, "I love you, dude." Well, thanks, man. Hopefully you love your Muzja and everyone else. Thank you for subscribing, Teeny Tiny Robots. Go over the schedule, please. Go over it. All right. So before I go over it, I gotta mention that today's stream and today's videos and some of our E3 content coming up through the 12th, 13th, 14th, and 15th were sponsored by Into the AM. Into the AM is a premium shirt maker. They make some of the softest shirts, maybe the softest shirts I've ever made. They have some of the best prints. This print actually glows in the dark. It looks really sick. Yeah, I love their shirts. I wear them all the time, whether they sponsor us or not. Ever since they sent me some, I've bought some. They're a lot of fun. I really like them. You can get a discount code. I'm going to put a link up in the chat right now. The link I just threw in there, intotheam.com/Nintendo Prime 10 will give you 10% off your order from them. I'm just very happy to have their support of my work. They really like my channel. They really like what we're doing for E3, and they make quality products. So yeah, they have basic tees. You know, you always look for undershirts. Like I'm always wearing undershirts underneath this stuff, printed tees, all this great stuff. You know, I really like them. I legitimately like their products. Like, and we have more products coming in for our E3 promotion. That's going to be just, I'm so excited to get those products in, man. These guys are big supporters of the Nintendo Prime channel. So I hope that if you guys are big supporters of me as well, maybe you consider getting some new shirts, whether you need some fresh white shirts, some black undershirts, maybe you just want some cool printed tees. You know, they have hoodies, they got other things as well. Maybe consider going to them because they have high quality products. Yeah, dude, this shirt is sick, man. This Spaceman shirt, dude, I love it. And the thing is, I told them that I'm not really into printed tees, but then like I started wearing them and I realized, dude, some of these printed tees I got. The reason I'm not into printed tees is they're usually such low quality and they, you know, when they go through the wash, you know, they fade. Well, this shirt's been through the wash 3 times and like it still looks brand new, still feels brand new. They're pre-shrunk, by the way. So if you love the fit when you first wear it, the fit just stays that way. It's really cool. All right. So just need to throw that out there, quick promotion for them. I put a link in the chat if anyone's interested. Also, as a reminder to anyone who's come to the stream since, we do have signups for our Super Smash Bros. Competition for June 12th. We'll be picking 2 people. There is a link in the pinned comment for that. If you would like to enter, you obviously need to own a Switch, you need to own Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, and be a subscriber to Nintendo Switch Online, because obviously we're going to be doing this online and need to be able to play against you guys. So good luck. Hopefully it goes well for you. There's only a couple people that will be chosen for that day. We have other competitions on different days that we'll sign ups for. And we'll announce the 2 people that have been chosen out of the group, because it's going to be randomly selected, and then I got to get a hold of them, make sure everything's all good, make sure they can fit certain time slots. We'll have that all sorted out over the weekend, announced on Monday. So, yeah, good luck. Let's get into what's happening during E3. We had a couple people in the chat saying, I filled out everything, and I kid you not, you are not allowed to sign up. Oh, really? Damn. Did you do the right thing on the password? They don't tell you if you do it through your phone, but you need like a special character on your password and a capital letter. Are they made out of silk? No, they're 60% cotton. I don't know what they do to this, by the way. So like it's like a 60-40 blend, which isn't that uncommon. But something about these shirts, they're so soft. Even after washing, I don't understand what voodoo magic they have thrown into them. They are just so soft. They are better than premium shirts I bought at places like the Buckle. Like, and like this overshirt's from the Buckle. This is like, they don't make shirts like this. They made shirts like this at the Buckle. I'd be there all the time. So, I don't know, man. They're so soft. I don't get it. It doesn't process in my brain what they're doing to these things to make them so soft. But I love it. And they're breathable. I don't overheat in them. Man, usually you gotta get like Under Armour or something, right? With some mesh or, man. Anyways, I removed, you said that you think Mario Odyssey 2 could be next year. Oh, you mean you remember that I said that? Do you think they could announce it at the C3? I don't think they're going to. Thank you for subscribing, Colin.rog. All right. Oh, yeah, I know they don't have any Zelda shirts. So I told them if you can make a partnership with Nintendo and get some like Nintendo printed tees, dude, my audience would eat that stuff. But like even like basics, you know, everyone has like basic white t-shirts or like black t-shirt. Like they're so nice. They'll be the nicest undershirts you've ever worn in your life, I swear. Unless you're like Richie Rich and wearing silk or something. I don't know what you're doing. Like if you're buying, you know, $150 silk shirts, and you're just in a whole different tier and probably not watching a YouTuber like me. All right, let's get into the schedule. So we did this on live or on a video today, but we'll go over it. Starts on June 12th, right? So the official pre-show starts at noon Central Time. All the times I'm going to talk about here are Central. And you'll be like, why Central Time? E3's announced it in Pacific Time. Oh, I'm in European Time. I'm in Mountain Time. I'm in this. I'm in that. Here's the bottom line. I live in the Central Time Zone in the United States. I live in Wisconsin. So my schedule is going to be built around my time zone. So I don't get confused when I look at my own schedule and try to get things bared out. So the time here matches my computer. You can do all your own conversions. But before we get into that, welcome! I'm focused. You have become the... man, excuse me. That was really inappropriate timing for a burp. It's because I have a Celts involved in this. Thank you so much. I'm focused. You have become the latest member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. I'm so sorry. I feel really bad about that burp. Excuse me, man. Oh, I feel so bad about that. Anyways, welcome to the champion tier. I know we all burp. It is a thing. And when you're drinking like a fizzy thing, you know, soda or like any sort of salt water, that happens. But thank you. Thank you so much for supporting. That gets us to 5 out of 10. We have 5 more to go to hit our goal tonight. All right. I actually have an overall goal, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this. I don't talk about it often, but I kind of have this like goal that I want to get to like 100 members before E3. I don't know why. I don't really push the memberships that much, right? I barely bring it up. I just have that member goal in every stream. I mentioned it once at the beginning of the stream. It's usually it. Today, obviously, I'm talking about it right this second, but I always have like this in the back of my mind. Like, it would just be kind of cool to have like 100 before E3, more than 100. I don't know. What do I expect? Because I can tell you right now, during E3, we're going to have, there will be member-only giveaways if we hit certain goals. And I think I've convinced myself that the goal, and it's going to be for all 4 days of E3, is to hit 50 members. And then every 50 members, it'll be like a big member-only live giveaway of like a $100 eShop gift card or something like that. It'll be something crazy. And so I kind of convinced myself that we're probably going to do something like that, maybe even $100 cash, if that's what people end up preferring over an eShop gift card. Because, you know, we all got bills, we all got problems, we all could use some free money, right? You know, spending on what you want. Maybe you want to buy a physical game off Amazon, you know, whatever. But here's the thing. To do all that, you know, I look at this and I realize I think there was a super chat. I heard the noise from it. Just give me a second here. I want to see how many members we actually have right now. Because I never thought 100 members was possible. We're actually, oh boy, oh boy, we are at 69. That's right. I can still make jokes about that in my mid-30s because why the hell not? That's right. We're at 69 total members. So thank you so much for that. All right. Let me see here who the super chat was. Or was it a donation? Oh, there it is. There it is. It popped up. The chat was just taking a while to catch up. All right. Let me get the party going. Thank you so much. Oh, the super chat closed for TF Goatman 247 for the $5. All right, and he said unpopular Nintendo E3 Direct. 1 minute of Smash reveal, 34 minutes of a JRPG. Well, they won't do 34 minutes. 4 minutes of Skyward Sword talk. They're going to talk Skyward Sword HD. Well, they might not. I wonder if they're going to leave Skyward Sword HD out of the Direct and just do, because you got to remember, they have 3 hours of Nintendo Treehouse gameplay. They're going to play Skyward Sword HD. I feel like that's almost a guarantee. So they can almost not talk about Skyward Sword HD during the Direct, and it doesn't matter because it's going to be in Treehouse, right? Thank you so much for the $5, though. Jesus, Thark. Now, here's the problem. No one's going to want to become a member now because we're at the perfect number, right? We got that symmetry going right now, and no one wants to mess up that symmetry. You bastard. Thank you, the 8th Arc, for the $9.69 Australian. You want to know how perfect that donation was? That super chat, the 8th Arc? Not only are we at 69 members, not only did you sneak a 69 into your donation, we're now at $69 in super chat. Were you adding it up? Did you know that we would not be, if you would have did a full 10 spot, that we would not be at 69 anymore? So we literally have perfect symmetry at 69, and now all the revenue will stop coming in because, you know, we got to keep that symmetry going. All right. Am I the 69th? You are the 69th. You are the 69th info, and we've never had more than like 12. I think 12 was our max in over the years. So 69, and we have 69K subs, right? Oh, go now. Stop growing. We can't hit 70 before E3 now. we're 69 all over the place today. I want to donate, but Super Chat isn't available in your country. Okay, Richie Studios. Good news for you. Down in the description of the video, we have a Streamlabs donation link. So as long as you can use PayPal or you have some sort of credit card that's accepted by Streamlabs, you're good to go. So we do have a way for you to donate, even if Super Chat's not available in your country. We're well aware Super Chats aren't always available in everyone's country, just like you can't become members in every country. I know that that's just the way it is, but we do have direct donations as well for people that want to take advantage of that. Can we get to the schedule now? Did we get another? I think we got another Super Chat. There it is. Wow, the super chat popped up on Streamlabs before it popped up in the chat. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Ultimate Break 82 for the 199. Also, by the way, I can't help it. Oh my gosh. We're gonna stop there. I was about to get into some Usher. Thank you so much. It says, I'll break the symmetry. That's all right. I don't mind if the symmetry is broken, of course. But thank you for that. Let me get a little seltz in for you. All right, cheers, man. All right. We have to get to 420, right? 420 viewers, 420,000 subscribers, 420 members, right? That's got to be the next goal. When you say Central in the video, I'm assuming you mean USA, right? Yeah. I'm Central Standard Time. I think it's Standard Time right now. I don't think we're in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not. Yeah, no, that's winter when that happens. So we're not in the daylight savings time. So, all right. So let's get into it. So at 9 a.m. Central Time on June 12th, we're starting our show. Now, I'm going to let you know right now, we're probably starting the show at 8 a.m. You'll see right now the stream is scheduled for 8 a.m. I don't think I'm going to move that because I think I want to give myself a buffer on day one to make sure everything's working, right? You guys have seen on like the podcast, there's been issues. No, we're going to be doing a live stream the day before on Friday. Just kind of go through everything and make sure everything's working. But if there's going to be any audio crashes, if there's going to be any issues, I want it to happen in that first hour. So we're going to have that opening hour that's kind of a free-for-all for us for E3, and then we're going to get into our show. So at 9:30, we're going to have a giveaway. 9:30, we have a giveaway. Now, I want to note the thing. We have 3 giveaways scheduled on day one, but those are scheduled giveaways. So you'll know, at these times, there's 3 giveaways. But don't worry, there's like 9, 10, 11 other giveaways happening randomly throughout the day that you're not going to know when they happen because we don't know when they're going to happen. It's just whenever we decide to hit the button. Right now, this is the giveaway button. But I don't know if I'm going to keep that the giveaway button. We might change the giveaway sound because I want a longer sound. I feel like that sound can be ignored. So I want a longer sound. I might even record a custom giveaway track. I've actually had some people message me that, hey, I'm in music. I would love to make like a track for you. And I'm like, hey, can you rap a little? Can you do this? Can you do that? Let's make a custom giveaway track that I can blast off every time we're going to do a giveaway. Anyways, so we are going to have a bunch of giveaways that aren't scheduled, but we have 3 that are. So these are like the 3 you can show up and there's a giveaway. You must be here live for the giveaways. At 10 o'clock, we're going to start talking about who the hell is showing games today. We're going to go over who has presentations versus, who's going to probably have things shown off from the ESA, from Greg Miller and others, all the companies that are planning to showcase stuff that day. We're going to talk about that, and then we're going to get into, at 11 o'clock, we're going to get into a Nate versus Eric in Smash Bros. This is our first Nate versus Eric competition of E3. There's actually going to be, I think, 6 of these. All of them aren't scheduled yet, but the loser of this one on day 1 has to do the Hot Chip Challenge. And we have the OG Hot Chip Challenge in the house. I actually had to buy it off eBay. It's been sold out for over a year. But we have the OG Hot Chip Challenge in the house that we're going to be doing for that. So this is the real deal. This isn't the fake knockoffs that are out there that might not be as good. We got the real deal black chip, I believe it is. That is just spicy as hell. We'll see what happens on whoever loses that. And then right after the Hot Chip Challenge, and that Smash Bros. Match between Nate and Eric, so me and my co-host, we are going to have another giveaway. So there you go. That's another one of our scheduled giveaways. Right after that giveaway is over, what is it? We're going at noon there because we're gonna basically. I'll talk about how the giveaways work here once I get through day 1, right? Because people are gonna want to know, like, why is there a half hour? I'll explain here in a bit. When we get to when we get to noon. On day 1, on June 12th, the official E3 pre-show begins. So that's when Greg Miller, others will be kicking off E3. I want to let you guys know something. Right now, my current plan, when the official pre-shows begin for the ESA and E3, is that we will go to a screen where it's Nate and Eric on camera, and the official pre-show is like in this big thing. But there's a high chance we're going to have the audio of that and keep going with our own pre-show. We might even switch off of that pre-show at times. because I'm not necessarily interested in whatever the people that ESA hired have to say about E3. If you are, I definitely encourage you to go watch the official ESA streams. But the bottom line is they're pretty much doing what we're doing, except I think we're going to be more entertaining. Now, we're going to pay attention. We're going to flip over to it when game reveals and game trailers are about to drop. We're not going to miss a reveal. We're going to make sure we don't miss a reveal. So we're always going to have it on our side so we know what's going on, so we can flip over if we need to. But it is one of those things where we're more focused on what we're doing for a show and then the press conferences. But again, when they have stuff going on in their show that's very interesting, and I think for the very beginning of it, we'll kind of watch the first half hour of it together and just see how it goes. We'll see how they're doing it, and then we'll go from there. So we have to be a bit flexible here because we have our own show going on, but we're going to try to make it all work. After that, at 12:30, so about a half hour, we're going to have a member-only conversation. So a member-only conversation is where we take the chat, and this is where some people get upset, but I'm sorry. I really appreciate our members. We're going to lock the chat down to members only, and we're going to talk to them for about a half hour. We're going to take their questions, see what they want to say, see what they're excited for the day. Just talk directly to our backers and see what they got going on. We'll turn the live chat back on at 1 o'clock, so a half hour later, and then we'll have another Smash Bros. Competition from one of the people that are chosen from the current sign-up sheet. After that, at 1:30, we will begin talking heavily about Ubisoft because we will be in a 30-minute countdown timer all the way up to Ubisoft's press conference, which is the Ubisoft Forward at 2 o'clock. After the Ubisoft Forward is over, we are planning to have a giveaway happening at that point. That is our third scheduled giveaway of the day. And then obviously Gearbox Entertainment is supposed to have a presentation, Devolver Digital is supposed to have a presentation, and we're planning to do a 2-hour post show on day one. Maybe it'll end up being a 3-hour. The plan's always 2. Some of them are planned for 4, but yeah, that's our day one. And the 2-hour post show is not guaranteed to only be 2 hours. It depends on when E3's end. Like if E3 ends at, let's say, we got 2 o'clock my time, let's say, after everything's done, E3's done at like 4. We'll probably extend everything till like 6, 7, so it might end up going 3 or 4 hours into that pre-show. We're not locked into that, but we also have additional events happening during that pre-show, post-show. We have additional events happening during that post-show, but they're not on the schedule at the moment because we don't know when that post-show is happening because we don't know when E3 is done doing their thing, right? And a big shout out, we got another SC coming in. Thank you. Discipline is key for the $5. And he says, it's the final. Oh, I gotta be careful. It's the final countdown. Here. It's the final countdown. Da-da-dun-dun. 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 Da-da-dun-dun-dun. Gotta be careful. The auto tune gets me not copyright claimed. All right. So that's day one. That's day one. Any questions on day one? Any questions on day one? So Jin Turkey has a question. Will you talk over game reveals or mute yourselves? We're live reacting. Why would we mute ourselves? So here's what I'll say. We're not going to be... Okay, so there's those channels. I think Giant Bomb does it, where they literally have full-on conversations throughout the entire event. So like when Ubisoft is doing their thing, we're not going to be, Eric and I aren't going to be sitting there talking to each other like nonstop. And like, some people are into that, by the way. They're into that whole conversation thing with the other thing happening in the background. Our focus is going to be, this is the presentation from E3. This is what the big deal is at the moment. That's going to have the focus. Now, our mics aren't going to be muted. We're not going to talk a whole lot, but when something happens that excites us, like, we're going to react, and we don't want to have to remember to unmute ourselves to react, right? So if you've ever watched any of our prior E3 reacts, you'll know that's how we do it, right? We don't talk a ton during the presentations, but you can see our reactions, and you can hear our reactions when it's something that's super exciting or even something super lame, right? So, no, we won't be muted. I can tell you that. So if you enjoy a zero commentary, zero reaction kind of press conference, you're not going to want to watch us. And I understand that might be your preference. But I'm just letting you know. It's a very good question, very, very good thing to get out of the way. You have one of those still in your pantry? Oh, the Hot Chip channel? We already bought one. We're good. Let's see. We're watching you. We want to see you. Of course. That's what I'm saying. Like, E3 is going to have its own show going on, and we're definitely going to give it attention, and we're going to pay attention to it, because they're probably going to be game announcements and game trailers during it. But I don't necessarily think that we need to pay super attention to what their hosts are saying and their opinions on things. They're hired by the industry. They're going to be very industry friendly. We're gonna tell it like it is, right? I live in Wisconsin. For those who want to know, Cutting in Idaho. How good are you at Smash? And what character are you? One, I will never tell you what character I'm playing, and I'm not gonna tell you how good I am. You get a bunch of unknowns. You don't know what I'm playing. You don't know how good I am. You don't know what stage it's going to be. You have no idea if items are going to be on, stage bosses are going to be on. You don't know anything. You're going to it blind. After all, we're the ones paying you if you beat us. So you get to play by our rules without practice. I mean, you can still practice at Smash, but I'm just letting you know. I'm just letting you know. That's how we roll. Let's see here. Nick Forrest says, the Switch Online, doo-doo poopy butter online, so will it be in the same region? What? I mean, if the person's chosen from outside the United States or whatever, they're still going to get a chance to play us. The direct connections in the one-on-one is different than the online. When you go to the online servers, like you go to general online and you hook up with random people, it's often different than when you invite someone into, like, you know, the arena in Smash, and then you guys play one-on-one. Oftentimes there's less lag doing that. So if there is lag, there is lag. What the hell are we going to do about it? It's open worldwide, so we're not going to turn anybody down, because guess what? They have lag, so do we. Feel like it's a pretty even playing field. Richie Studios says he hopes his donation went through. I will double check here. Yes, Richie Studios. Bam, let's hit it. Thank you, Richie Studios, for the $6. And he said, you've grown so much since I started watching your gym. What is my gym? You know my name's not Jim, right? Jimbo, Jim Bob, Jim Billy Bean. My name's not Jim. I don't know what you mean. I don't know when you started watching me. Richie Studios, if I remember right, you've been around for quite a while. I would say, if you used to watch my I got a fun story about this. Fun story. Story time! So here's the deal. Let me get this stealth out of the way. So, I mentioned earlier in the stream, something I tweeted ended up on Gaming Rumors and Leaks Reddit, which it should have never ended up on there, because I'm not the source for anything. Anyways, ended up on there, and there were some people kind of talking about how I'm a shit channel, I'm this, I'm that. And this one guy was like just blasting me as some clickbaiting piece of shit. So I just responded to him and I said, hey man, you know, this is Nintendo Prime. You're legitimately talking to him. And hey, you know, I'm just curious why you think that my channel is just a bunch of shit show clickbait. I'm just generally curious. I want some feedback. And then he said, oh, your account is fake. You're full of shit. And then I'm like, no, this is the real Nintendo Prime. I'm not faking it. I'm just trying to have a conversation. Then he finally checked my account and saw the email attached to it was nathan@nintendoprime.net. Pretty official there, right? That's what's listed on my YouTube channel. That's what's listed on my Twitter. So, like, obviously this is the real Nintendo Prime, because people could fake it. And then he goes, oh, I apologize. I just think you're full of shit and full of clickbait. And I said, oh, can you go to my channel right now and tell me what you mean? Because I genuinely want to be better if that's the case. He went to my channel. He came back and he said, oh, dude, you've changed a lot. You don't clickbait anymore. Your stuff looks super professional. You look really fun on your live streams. What the hell? Like, who even is Nintendo Prime today compared to what Nintendo Prime was a year ago, 2 years ago, 3 years ago? And I go, it's called maturing. It's called growing up. It's called being in therapy to deal with the problems I had. It's just called, recognizing you had a problem. Yeah, maybe it took me a while to get there, but hey, I'm back. I'm happy. And we have another SC going on. Thank you, Discipline is Key, for the $2. And he says, Game Over Jesse is here. So, I'm glad Game Over Jesse is here. One, Game Over Jesse's my boy. You're my boy, Blue. Game Over Jesse is going to be part of our live show on day one. Here's the thing. I didn't get to it because I don't know when it's going to happen. But Game Over Jesse is going to be part of our post show, day one of E3. So that 2 hour, 3 hour, 4, whatever. He's going to come on for like 45 minutes to an hour. And he's going to react with us to all the Ubisoft news and the other news that happens that day. So he's going to be there to have conversations with us. He said he couldn't really come on for the Nintendo stuff because he's got his own content to do on Nintendo's day, of course. Maybe I can convince him to come onto the podcast that night. We'll see. Because HMK is going to be on our podcast that Tuesday. That's going to happen after Nintendo's event. So HMK is going to be on that live podcast. Maybe I can sneak Game Over Jesse in as well if he's got the time. He might be busy making tons of content. We get Zelda stuff. I'm sure he's got a lot to cover. So, yeah. So first off, if you guys don't know who Game Over Jesse is, he is a fellow YouTuber. All right. He is also not just a YouTuber to me. He's a friend. Him and I go way back. Him and I have been working at Zelda fan sites over a decade. I mean, I've been doing it for like 20 plus years by the time I stopped doing it. He's a YouTuber. I've helped push his YouTube channel in the past when I used to run Zelda Informer, linked his theory videos, all that jazz. He's almost at 100,000. He's at 98.9K, and it would mean the world to me because he's such a good guy. If you guys would check out his channel, I'll link it right now, and just go give him a sub. Let's get him to 99K tonight. He's like right on the cusp. I'll link it right now. He's right on the cusp of 99,000, and I would love to see him come close to, or if not achieve, 100,000 subscribers before E3. He has giveaways going on, by the way, for every, so when he hits 99K, there'll be a new giveaway. When he hits 100K, there'll be another giveaway. So I really want to see us get him there as a community because our subs are growing like crazy, right? We'll probably hit 70K sometime next week at this rate. And that's amazing. But there's nothing I like more than supporting our fellow content creators. We've helped Andres restart. You know, he's almost gained 1,000 subs since appearing on our podcasts. And, you know, I'm really rooting for him and hoping he can get up to 10K. You know, anyone that we have on. You know, we've had Supermental Dave on the past. He's a great guy. And I know sometimes you guys don't like these guys. And I get it because, honestly, you're watching me, right? So, maybe you prefer my content over theirs. And I can appreciate that. But at the same point, without these people, we don't have the engaging conversations we have. Game Over Jesse was on our Zelda podcast, just a couple weeks ago, and was an awesome guest to have for that. Even though, Jesse, I know you think you're so monotone, maybe, just a suggestion. Maybe you need to turn it up a notch and do a shoddy once in a while, like me before the show. It loosens you up. I've seen you do a live podcast after having some drinks. You're a lot more lively, man. You come alive when booze enters your veins. Now, I don't need booze to come alive, but I'm saying it's in you. It just needs to be dragged out from the dredges. But yeah, absolutely, go watch him. Excellent content. He has other people come on and do voiceover work on his channel. People come on his Hylian Gamescast. Excellent guy. By the way, to add some legitimacy to him, he's literally had all the main voice actors from Breath of the Wild on his podcast multiple times. Yeah, he could pull that shit out of his hat, right? Oh, by the way, I just happen to have private contact with the people that are voice actors on the Zelda games. I mean, no big deal or anything. Telling you, man. Game Over Jesse is legit. You guys should all be subscribed to him. All right. Bringing on all the boys. Are we still going by your video schedule or an hour earlier? All right, so here's the deal. The stream is probably going to start at 8, but the show won't start till 9. Does that make sense? The only reason the stream is going to start at 8 is we got to do a final equipment check. But yeah, we can't do it unless we're live because live is when things break. So we'll probably start at 8, and then we'll just shoot the shit for an hour. Then we'll get into the show. Right? Does that make sense? Just on day one. All the other days are going to start at their scheduled time. But day one might be an hour earlier, just as a final, if we have any audio issues, any video crashes, computer crash, we want that to happen before we get into the crux of the show. especially the announced time of the show. So, yeah. Oh, boy. Thank you, Loki Ravenstorm, for the $10. Thank you so much. Yeah, dude, I always say the hardest thing to ever admit is that you have a problem. And then the hardest thing to do after you admit you have a problem is to get help for it. So, had some mental instability and some stuff going on. I'm all good now. I'm not on medication or anything. Was for a bit, but I'm all good now. Cheers. So we went over day one. Nintendo's E3 is the 15th. Microsoft is the 13th. All right, so we went over day one. Now, I want to talk about the giveaways quick. We'll go over day 2, day 3, and obviously day 4 is the big one. That's Nintendo for us, right? We're a Nintendo channel. Nintendo's the biggest day. I want to talk about the giveaways for a moment. Because on day 1, we're going to have like 12, 13 different separate giveaways. How are the giveaways going to work? So you see how you guys entered the Smash competition? A lot of the giveaways are going to be ran through that. Now, when I say a lot, I mean any of our physical item giveaways. So like all this stuff back here, right? This is just, by the way, you guys have seen the pile's been bigger than this. We have it in storage. This kind of stuff will all be given away through Viral Sweep, just like we're doing to pick our people who are going to play us in Smash. So what will happen is, for a set time during E3, say the giveaway is at, our first one's at what, 9:30? So say we'll run that giveaway for 20 minutes, right? And then what will happen is, at the end of 20 minutes, we'll hit the button on Viral Sweep, and we'll pick a winner. And through Viral Sweep, you'll be able to do a number of things. You'll be able to obviously enter your email address, which is what we need so we can get shipping information. So that's one reason why we have to use Viral Sweep, so we can get shipping information. And then, after we do the shipping information stuff, and we confirm with the person, they have to go back into the stream after they tell us what their username is on stream, and they need to respond to us on stream so we know they're there live to claim their prize. Then, because you have to be present to win. I don't want people emailing me back or not emailing me back, right? We'll pick a new winner if there's no email back. We got 10 minutes to kind of sort that out before we move on to the next thing in the stream. So we'll pick the winner. We'll get that all sorted out if it's a physical item. If it's digital, we're going to handle digital live in the chat with a bot. So we're going to have a bot dealing with all of our digital giveaways and picking all the winners for that. So that's kind of how that works. Does that make sense? So they're short, Sometimes the giveaways might be an hour long. Maybe you'll have an hour to enter. Like if we start a giveaway before Nintendo's Direct and we pick a winner after the Direct, right? So like that's the thing that might happen as well. So just to consider, a lot of the giveaways are going to be dropped at random. You're not going to know when they're coming. We're just going to do it. Eric might hit the button. I might hit the button. Whenever we hit the giveaway button, we're going to be doing a giveaway. So we'll have all that stuff set up ahead of time, by the way, so we're not like scrambling to try to get a giveaway going. And there's going to be things announced during the show we're going to give away as well. So that's something to consider as well. So there's going to be even more giveaways than what we have planned at the moment. So does that make sense, how the giveaways work? On some giveaways have multiple items. Some, like as an example, I can tell you if we have 10 codes for a game, we're going to give away all 10 codes at once, right? So there'll be 10 winners just like that. So we have a super chat come in. So let's get that one going. Thank you, Ray, for the $2. Says, mod shout out. What's up? We're shouting out the mods? Who's the mods? The mods taking care of business? What was happening? Oh, we had a casino spam account. Yeah, dude, isn't it crazy when like a casino spam account comes up? It also sucks that once we got done talking about Switch, I noticed something. We got done talking about the Switch Pro situation. We dropped 100 viewers. What are you going to do? What are you going to do? All right. Shall we go to day 2? Nice slap. If the Switch Pro isn't going to get revealed this week or before E3, how are they going to show off those third-party games on the current Switch? They'll just show them off. I think all the games are still coming to Switch. again, we don't even know how many third-party games are going to be shown for Switch. So, like, it's kind of presumptuous for us to think there's going to be a lot of them. Let's just hope. If I win, I hope I don't mess up. I hope so, too. Like, if you win a giveaway and I email you and you don't email me back, you'll basically have 5 minutes to respond. If you don't email me back in 5 minutes, I'm picking a new winner. I'm just letting you know because we're on a tight schedule. I can't wait 15, 20 minutes for you to respond to your email. So I literally be like, hey, we emailed the winner. Check your emails now. We need you to email back your YouTube username so we can @ you in the chat, and then you need to @ us back to confirm the win. Right? That's how the physical items are going to work. Digital items are a bit easier. So the deal with digital, one thing I didn't mention is while a bot is going to draw your name, what I will say is that's the one where you hit up in Twitter DMs and you hit up on Discord DMs, and you need to show a screenshot of the bot shouting you out in the chat so we know that you're one of the winners, because it'll be highlighted. So that is something that we need to make sure is done correctly as well. That's one a little bit more chaotic. Eric's going to be the one managing getting people the codes. He's going to be logged in on my Twitter, logged in on our Discord, and getting people codes. But yeah, it's one of those things that we need to make sure that that goes smoothly as well, because that could get a bit chaotic. And if we happen to have people that end up not claiming their code, like as an example, don't respond, don't DM us, we'll just pick new winners at random. We'll, oh, hey, we still have 3 codes left of, I don't know, some random Ubisoft game, right? We still have 3 codes left. You know what? Let's just hit the bot and redraw those winners quick and get a couple new ones in. Because we're not going to piss around. We're going to make sure everything gets given away. If there is any extra stuff that isn't claimed, we'll wrap up and toss that stuff out on the final day of E3. So yeah, should we go to day 2? Will I be drunk for E3? Good question, Chris Mueller. So I will not be drinking on day 1, day 2, or day 3. Day 4 is Nintendo. I will not be drinking for the duration of E3 until it's over. When E3 is over, in our final post show, I will allow super chats for drinks. Now, I'm not going to be allowing dollar super chats for drinks. It's going to have to be bigger. And the reason I say bigger is I don't know how big the crowd's going to be. And I don't want to get sloshed. So it's going to be like a $10 minimum or something to get me to do a drink or a shot. That's just what it's going to be during that time period, because I still have a podcast to do and other things. So I'm trying to survive, but also, hey, look, if you guys get me sloshed, Eric's going to have to take over the podcast. So Eric knows. Eric knows he might have to take over the podcast, but there will be no drinking day 1, day 2, day 3, or most of day 4. Again, I have a show to put on. So, and I'm going to try to be kind of professional. We're going to have fun, of course. I'm going to be my old goofy self. But we're cutting out the booze. You can still super chat, and I'll tell you this right now. Every single super chat will be mentioned live during E3. We might not party mode them all. That's something I'm not sure if we're going to do, because we don't want to interrupt things happening in live. If we get super chats during Ubisoft show, I don't want to override, the whole show with party music. But I will say this, every super chat will be called out, whether it's $1, whether it's $100. I have no idea. Every super chat will be called out. Every super chat will be read off. Every super chat will be responded to. Period. I don't care if we have 1,000 people watching, 5,000 people watching, God forbid. We will respond to all of them. Period. We're not going to be like some of those other bigger streamers out there that they get so many, right? They get thousands of super chats a live stream that they can't possibly respond to them all. We don't care how long it takes. We will not stop our live stream until we've responded to every single one. Even if we don't respond to it right away, we will respond. So if we end up streaming all the way till 2 a.m. because we got all these super chats to respond to, we will. That's my God's honest promise for E3, that no super chat will be ignored. Everything will be read. Everything will be shouted out. Now, I'm not going to shout out new subscribers during E3, but anyways. Day 2. What if our email isn't working, but we are chatting in the chat for the giveaway? Here's the problem, Amore12321_. If your email isn't working, one, I don't know why you would sign up with an email that doesn't work. That sounds like a you problem. 2, if your email is not working, I wouldn't know that you're the person in the chat. Here's the funny thing about emails. I don't know what your email address is. I hit a button, I email you, and if you don't tell me what your YouTube username is, I don't know who you are in the chat. So you might be in the chat and your email isn't working. Guess what? That's not my problem. I'm running a tight ship. I apologize if that causes issues. Issues might come up, but I have a tight ship to run here. I can't be wasting, 45 minutes of my show trying to figure out if the guy's going to respond to me or what the hell's going on, right? The email for the physical items is the big thing. I email you, you email me back with your YouTube username. I go to YouTube, I confirm you're here, and then we go from there. Okay? And then I get shipping information, all that. By the way, no items during E3 will be shipped until E3 ends. So I think on that Thursday or Friday, Eric's going to be taking all the items. We have boxes and everything all ready to go. And we're going to be taking them to the post office and getting them shipped out. Whether it's international or, local. It doesn't really matter. We'll get it taken care of. As for physical items, as I've said in the past, it depends on the physical items. Some physical will be worldwide. Some won't be. Will there be age restrictions? So, Guigi's Laundry. Very good question on age restrictions. Here's what I'll say about age restrictions. From a legal perspective, please be of legal age in your given country to participate in giveaways. There are legalities around this. I can't say anything otherwise. Some countries it's 13, some are 18. There are actually some countries that don't allow giveaways at all, so you can't even enter them. But here is the thing, and I will just kind of throw this as a under the table thing. I can't verify your age, and if it's a digital code, that's all I can really say. But for legal reasons, you need to be of legal age in your given country to enter giveaways. Now, most of the people that watch our channel are over the age of 18 and probably not a problem in your given country, but it's still one of those things. It's a fair question to ask, and reality is I have to abide by the law. So from my perspective, legally, you must be of legal age in your given country for you to enter. But I can't verify your age. There's no way for me to verify your age. And we're not required to verify your age. And when it comes to digital codes, I'm just DMing you codes. So now if you're publicly shouting out that you're some kid, I'm 8, I can't believe I won and I'm only 8 years old. I mean, yeah, I'm not going to give you it then. Because then I don't have plausible deniability that I don't know how old you are. So if you're sitting there spamming everyone that you're of a too young of an age to enter, like, well then yeah, I can't give you the code. I can't, That's just I'm just letting you know how it works. I, for legal reasons, have to stick to the law, but I also don't have to verify because of the kind of giveaways I'm doing. Now, address-wise, the physical items, that's a little more sticky. I do have to verify things a little bit that you're old enough. But bottom line is, for the most part, don't let me know. Don't make it obvious that you're not old enough. Hope that makes sense. Such a dad thing to say. I mean, it's not just a dad thing. It's kind of a wink, wink. Like, you guys know what I mean, right? Like, I can't verify. I can't know. It's actually, the funny thing is, most of the laws are on the responsibility of the entrant. So if someone enters in, say, I don't know, some country where you have to be 13 or older, and they're 10, and they win, I'm not in trouble for their entry. They're in trouble if they get caught. That's the funny thing about it. We're not in trouble for your entry, but you will be in trouble. So if you get caught, the government comes after you, not us. So, because we can't prevent you from entering an online contest. There's nothing we can do to prevent you from lying and entering a contest. You are the one that has to deal with the government. So this is more like a wink, wink, don't make it obvious, but like also be of age. Thank you, the 8th Doc, for the $2 Australian. Says, for me, every event is E3 events 12 a.m. Yeah, I mean, Australia, it runs on US time, so I'm not too surprised. So there you go, I answered that. Let's get into day 2, shall we? Day 2. We have, on day 2 is Sunday, the 13th. And this is a big day. This is one of the big ones, right? Microsoft goes this day. Microsoft / Bethesda are on this day. This is one of the big days, right? There's two massive days. The day Microsoft goes, the day Nintendo goes. So this is a big one. So at 8 a.m., our E3 pre-show begins, and it literally starts at 8. There's not going to be like a 7 a.m. start or anything. I'll say this. The stream might start at 7:40. That's because there's going to be a 20-minute countdown timer. So I'll let you know right now, for E3, we're having 20-minute countdown timers. There's a number of reasons for these countdown timers. One, if Eric and I aren't quite ready to go, we're doing some finishing touches on some things, trying to get some stuff set up, it gives us 20 minutes to get stuff set up. But the stream's also live and gives a buffer to allow people to come in before the big show starts. So that's why we're doing 20 minutes during E3. It's not because we're trying to waste your time. It's because we're trying to create a buffer for making sure we have things finalized before we're live, and also make sure that there's time for people to get there so they don't miss anything, like a potential giveaway, as an example. All right, at 8:30 a.m. on the 13th, we have a giveaway. At 9 o'clock, we will talk about who's showing games today. At 9:30, we will begin Microsoft predictions, because we'll end with Microsoft is showing, and then we'll go into predictions for that. And we're going to have special guests on for this with the Young Cavs. They are an up-and-coming YouTube channel. It used to be streaming on Twitch for like 5-6 years. They're now on YouTube. They are a small channel, but I have watched their show. They put on a great show. There are 3 members. All 3 are going to be on during that time to talk to us about Microsoft. They literally have a Microsoft show every week, so they're the perfect people to bring on to talk hardcore Microsoft content. So they're going to be on for a half hour there. At 10 o'clock, we have another, this is on Sunday, another Nate vs. Eric. And here's the funny thing about this. Whatever game Nate vs. Eric is that day, because I don't know if it's going to be Smash that day. It might be Mario Kart. It might be something else. The loser has to dress as Tingle for an entire Microsoft press conference. So whoever loses has to be dressed as Tingle during the Microsoft press conference. So me, Eric, one of us is going to lose and be dressed as Tingle for the Microsoft press conference. So we don't have to get dressed as Tingle right away. But right before the press conference starts, one of us has to walk off camera, change our clothes, come back on as Tingle. Yeah. I hope I beat Eric. I hope Eric loses every competition. That'd be great. Let's see. The funny thing is, people are going to hit me back on like the final day of E3 and be like, you won every competition, Nate. Now you're getting punished by doing tequila. Oh, God. So then we have another giveaway at 10:15 a.m. We have another giveaway. At 10:45, the official E3 pre-show begins. At 11:30, we have a fan competition for a prize. So it's another Smash Bros. Or different game. Likely a different game than Smash. But we will have all the signups for that before E3. At noon, we have Microsoft and Bethesda's game showcase. At 1 o'clock, tentatively right now, the PC Gaming Show and Future Game Show happen. It's kind of a tentative time. It sounds like they might be moving it so they don't overlap, because the PC Gaming Show is officially part of E3. So they might be moving the show because there's a really tight window there with Microsoft going to Square Enix. So I have a feeling PC Gaming Show might be moving, but it's still going to be that day. And then we have a post-show reaction to the PC Gaming Show and Microsoft. And then we have prep and a little bit of talk about Square Enix, because Square Enix goes at 2:15 that day. Then we have a post-reaction to that. And then Warner Brothers, Black for Blood, 24 Entertainment are all going to be doing featured shows as well that day. And then we'll have a 2-hour post-show, which again, might get extended. But that's a really big day. It's going to be really packed. A lot of things happening at E3. We're going to be all over it. It's one of the biggest days with some of the biggest names happening at E3. Because we have Square, Microsoft, Bethesda, all going on the same day. That's one of the biggest E3 days. So we'll be jamming out to that. Any thoughts on day 2? Any thoughts on day 2? Before we get into day 3. Day 3 is going to be one that you're really going to want to watch us over the ESA, and I'll tell you why. Nate, wait, I am a... Life is so sad. I'm going to leave that one alone. Yulia will punish you afterwards. Yulia... No, let's not even get into the Yulia punishments. Everyone's good? Everyone's good? It looks like everyone's good. You ready for me to move on to the next day? By the way, the post shows are going to have a bunch of stuff. Gaming competitions. They're going to have giveaways. Whole bunch of crap. Like, it's just not scheduled out in here because we don't know when the show is going to happen. Eric and I know what we're doing for it. but we don't have it on the schedule exactly the breakdown of what happens in the post shows. That's why I said in the first post show, there's going to be Game Over Jesse coming on. We know that. It doesn't say that in the schedule, right? Don't stay up till midnight for the pro announcement. That's not happening tonight. All right, let's move on. Oh, by the way, there's going to be 12 surprise giveaways during day 2. So ones that aren't scheduled in. On 6/14 on Monday. So our pre-show begins at 7 a.m. We have a giveaway at 7:30 a.m. We have at 8 o'clock, we'll talk about who's going to be showing games today, what they might be showing. We'll get into some speculation there. 8:30, we have another competition between Nate and Eric. The loser has to do 3 shots of tequila. This is the one time that I might end up drinking if I lose, right? At 9 o'clock, we're going to have another member-only conversation where we cut the chat down to just members only and chat with them for about a half hour. At 9:30, we're going to have another Super Smash Bros. Fan competition for prizes. At 10 o'clock, 10 a.m., we're going to have the official pre-show for E3 begins. At 10:15, we're going to do another giveaway. And then that day for the presentations, there's going to be indie developer press conferences, Take-Two, Mythical Games, Freedom Games, Razer, and Capcom. Obviously, Capcom being the biggest name of that bunch. That's where we might end up seeing that new Resident Evil game for Switch, something like that. Capcom's the one we really, Monster Hunter Stories 2, we're really going to want to pay attention to Capcom that day. That's the day for Nintendo fans, and obviously the indie guys could all have everything come to Switch. There's also going to be features by Verizon and Intellivision. Can you believe the Intellivision Amico is going to be featured at E3? But it is. They paid money for it, so it is what it is. And then we have a 4-hour post show. Why do we have a 4-hour post show on one of the weakest days of E3? Because who shows next? Who shows next after that post show? Nintendo. So I got a feeling we're going to spend 2 hours talking about what happened that day. And the last 2 hours getting our speculation in for Nintendo. So that's why that one's 4 hours, because who shows next is Nintendo. So we're going to end that day with some heavy Nintendo talk getting into the next day. You guys know, because we're not going to have our nightly streams, right? You know how we stream Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Like, we're not going to have nightly streams during E3 because we're literally streaming 12 hours a day. Like, sorry, you're not getting nightly streams. So our chance to talk about Nintendo the night before is during that post show. So we'll get into that. Then we have 11 surprise giveaways happening that day. And there'll be other gaming competitions that day between me and Eric as well that aren't currently announced. On 6/15, the day of Nintendo, the day everyone at my channel is probably looking most forward to, the 40-minute direct, the 3 hours of Treehouse. This is the big one. This is the big one. I could tell you right now, one of the giveaways, I don't know which one yet, but one of the giveaways on that day is going to be those damn Skyward Sword Joy-Con. Also, the Skyward Sword Amiibo. Both are going to be given away on Nintendo's day. I can already tell you that right now. As will a copy of Mario Golf Super Rush. As will a copy of Skyward Sword HD. Those 4 things are guaranteed to be given away on that day. Just letting you know. Beyond all of that, on 6/15, we begin at 7 a.m. I even thought about going at 6 on this day, but we're going at 7 a.m. At 7:30, we have our first giveaway. At 8 o'clock, we have our final Nintendo predictions for the day, featuring Andres Restart. That's right, we're bringing Andres Restart on for some final predictions for that show. Hell yeah. Moving on. At 8:45, it'll be a 45-minute talk. We have another giveaway. Then at 9 o'clock, 15 minutes later. So this will be a short giveaway. You'll have about 10 minutes to enter. When we get to, 9 o'clock, we have member-only conversations again for a half hour. Chance for the members to get in there, all their hype for E3. All their hype for Nintendo. At 9:30, we have another fan competition. At 10 o'clock, we have the official E3 pre-show begins. At 10:15, we have another giveaway. At 10:30, we begin our final hype to Nintendo that begins a half hour later. Eric and I and the chat, all of us hyping up Nintendo together. What's going to be there? What are some last minute hopes? What are some games we're not even thinking of? What are some faint rumors that were on 4chan that we never even paid attention to that maybe we should bring up now? Whatever we're going to do, we're going to try to wrap up the hype train for Nintendo with a 30-minute countdown timer. We'll all be counting down together for that one. And then at 11 a.m. is the Nintendo Direct for 40 minutes, followed by 3 hours of the Treehouse. We'll be live reacting to all of it. During certain segments of Treehouse in particular, we'll probably have some conversations with the chat, all of that jazz. And we did just get another dono. Thank you so much, Richie Studios, for the $1. Last donation I made had a typo. LOL, how embarrassing. The crowd didn't see the typo. Well, I guess maybe they did because it popped up. Anyways, love your content. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. We'll get into some of my appreciation for all the support you guys have been giving me. And, some stuff. But let me wrap up this up and then we'll get your shot in here. Just a shot of beer. So then we have Bandai Namco that day as well. That's another big thing to pay attention to. Eureka Games and GameSpot. There's going to be the official E3 Awards show, which I'm honestly not that interested in, but we'll watch it. I have a feeling we're going to make fun of it a lot, but the official E3 Awards show is happening, so we'll watch it. And then we have a 4-hour post show because we're going to have a lot. We're going to have special guests on there, like Nintendo Academy, and others are going to come on during that 4-hour post show. And then we have 12 plus. So basically, anything we have left to give away, which is at least 12 more things in addition to the scheduled ones, will be given away that day. Might save one final giveaway for podcast listeners, but that's in addition to what we're already doing. So, and by the way, anytime we hit, again, 50 new members during the stream, which I know is a lot, we might not even hit it once. But if we hit 50 new members, there will be member-exclusive giveaways. So that's the thing that we're doing as well. And they're going to be big boy giveaways. We're not going to be doing like $10 eShop cards for that. It'll be big boy giveaways. So yeah, that's the schedule as it is. There's a lot of things that aren't on here because Eric and I have to be flexible and we got to fly by the seat of our pants. But Eric and I know all the things we're giving away each day. We know all the competitions we're doing. We know all the punishments we're doing. We have an E3 bets thing we did the other day. That's going to be happening during some of this stuff as well. So there's a lot of things that aren't on the schedule that are technically on the schedule, but not on the schedule, if that makes sense. Because we have to be flexible. Flexibility is very important for our show because we don't know what's happening. Sorry about the joke. On a more serious note, have you considered doing an E3 bingo? I've done E3 bingos in the past. It's just a lot to organize, and we're a lot bigger than we were then, and I could barely handle the E3 bingo then. So I'm just going to avoid E3 bingo. Nintendo Prime will be live at 12 tonight. What? I'm so confused. You're dying for you do Breath of the Wild, man. Breath of the Wild 2. I'm so hyped for that. I got a timer going for Nintendo E3, 11 days, 13 hours. Yeah, man. We're going to have, by the way, our second stream. Let me grab a link to it quick. We have our second live stream open right now for day 2 for you guys to go to sign up for notifications. So I'm going to go grab that for you guys quick, the direct link to this. So we have our normal live stream on the first day of E3, which you guys have seen probably multiple times at this point. But I want to grab the link to the second live stream, day 2. I just updated the thumbnails as well, and we're going to be getting all of it. So let me link it in the chat quick. You can go here and set your notifications for it, like the stream, all that jazz. So you're ready to go for day 2. We'll get day 3 and day 4 set up tomorrow. We already have 11 likes on that stream, so that's really cool. We have over 300 on the day 1 one, but we've had that one up for like a month. So, all right, now Q&A time. Damn. It took us till almost 10 o'clock at night to get to Q&A time. What a long diatribe of stuff, right? I'm okay with having a long diatribe of stuff. But like, man, some of the most fun I have during live streams are the Q&As. So at me in the chat to get your questions in. We'll go from there. Still got 260 plus people watching. Thank you guys so much for tuning up. We actually have slightly more viewers than likes, but we're pretty even there. I wish there was an official poster of Breath of the Wild 2. I would buy that. Would you? Please. I'd wear it. For an entire video, I would just slap it on my front and talk. I'm not even kidding. So yeah, I definitely want an official poster. I've got some official Breath of the Wild ones around. There's actually one laying on the table over there. I don't have it on the wall yet. It's gonna go on the gamer wall, or like I'm gonna have like a gaming. It's for a new set we're gonna build like later this year. So I have more than just this set, and then over here I'm gonna have a third set as well. But yeah, that's for later. Do you think Nintendo? No, Nintendo's not gonna announce it in the middle of the night. Nope. Breath of the Wild 2. Let's get. I know what you're talking about. Switch Pro. It's not being announced tonight. Just give it up. Breath of the Wild 2. Let's get in some. They've literally never announced a new system this late. That's why I'm telling you. This is like based on history. They've never announced a new system this late. So, Breath of the Wild 2. Let's get in on some designated dungeons with themes, unique bosses, great story, and more of what made the original so amazing. Big world, great gameplay, combat. Just can't wait. Yeah, man. I agree, Paul Gale Network. And congratulations, man. I know you told me that you got your media badge for E3. Takes a lot for a YouTuber to be considered media. It's crazy. 100,000 subscribers, 50,000 views per video to get media passes. It's insane. Now that's when it's physical. I don't know what it is this year. But what is your most hyped non-Nintendo expectation from E3? Avowed. Avowed. I want to see Avowed from Microsoft so bad. So bad. I think that game is going to be the bomb diggity. It is going to be maybe one of my most anticipated games. I mean, I'm excited for the Final Fantasies and the Resident Evils and, anything, maybe we end up getting like Borderlands 3 on Switch or something. I'm excited for a lot of things, but Avowed for Xbox. I really hope we see that. Let's see here. Electro TDS Gaming says, I'll try to watch every hour of your E3 streams, but it's not. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't expect anyone to see every moment of our streams. They're long streams. They're 4 days. People got lives and jobs and everything going on. So I don't expect there to be a single person that sees our entire streams. So don't feel bad. Amore12321_ says, hasn't Breath of the Wild 2 been in development for 4 years? Supposedly, yes. That is what we are led to believe. Nishant Kalker says, do you think Breath of the Wild 2 could disappoint us? No. I mean, it can't disappoint me. So, I'm going to go no. Paul Gale Network says, would you want a musical instrument in the game? Time travel, Dark World. Ever since Spirit Tracks, I want the pan flute to come back. I just want it back. I want it back. I mean, come on, listen to this. Not want the pamphlet to come back. Oh, man. Where on your list is the game at Link to the Past? It's like around number 8, somewhere in there. Could the Switch Pro be a console like the Wii or Xbox Series X? What? Those are fundamentally different systems. What are we? It's not going to be either. I don't know. I don't understand the comparison. Sorry, Bamboo Baby. I have no idea what you're talking about. Neither. It's going to be neither. Oh yeah, the hybrid system is going crazy, if that's what he means. Yeah, the hybrid system ain't going anywhere. That's some good music, fantastic and great game. Dude, Spirit Tracks is the bomb, dude. It's so underappreciated. Oh yeah, I saw that shot, so you want to take that quick. Should I get Spirit Tracks for Wii U or 3DS? Want to get it so bad. Whichever platform you got and whatever it's cheaper for. It's good on both. Obviously, the original is like, how it was intended, but it's fine on Wii U too. Plus, you can play it on your TV. How would you like I'm pretty sure you can play it on your TV. It's been a while since I played the Wii U. Paul Gale Network says, how would you like a Banjo-Kazooie 3 Published by obviously we published by Microsoft. Developed by Nintendo. Released on both Xbox and Switch, with both companies sharing evenly the overall. I mean, yeah, I'd love it, but it's not going to happen. That's like a pipe dream. Nick Forrest says, I don't know how to take snapshots on a tablet. I know how to do it on a PC, but on an Android tablet. Android. Hold on, let me think. Isn't it like holding some of the physical buttons? Like on iPhone, you hold the power button, or the lock button as they call it, and one of the volume buttons. You can just like quick tap it like this. Oops. Maybe that's not how you do it anymore. Hold on. Nope, that's Siri. Hold on. Oh yeah, I got to unlock the phone. So like I go, yeah, the top volume button. I just took a screenshot. Now this is on iPhone, but it's also very similar on Android. It's like 2 buttons you quick press together. You just have to find the button combination. I've had Android before, so it's literally that easy. Now, you might have an Android phone that has an included screenshot button. That could be a thing, depending on what phone you got. Power button, volume button on iPhone and Android, yeah. I thought it was the same, because I literally had a Samsung Galaxy like 2 years ago, so that's what it was like on there. It was volume and power button, yeah. And so like on iPhone, it's volume and power up, or it's a power button and volume up, I should say. And then on Android, I don't remember which one it is, but it's like the same process. So yeah, and you can do that on tablets easily. I mean, maybe not one-handed. Maybe you got to use 2 hands. That could be a thing. Depends on how big your tablet is. You have a Samsung, yeah. So it's gonna be power button and one of the volume buttons at the same time. Quick press. Don't hold it. It's literally just a press them in at the same time. You got a screenshot. Pretty simple. I literally use that feature all the time. What do you think of Green Hell on Xbox? I've never played that game, Patrick C, so I don't have a thought. Would you consider making the giveaway sound for E3 stream be Navi saying, "Hey, listen, da-na-na-na," right? That it should be like something like that, right? Like a "Hey, listen," followed up by the da-na-na-na giveaway. Like, I got to get people's attention, right? It's got to be something that's going to grab them. "Hey, listen" is a possibility. We'll see. We'll see. I gotta be careful with some copyright stuff, but we'll see. We should have known the Switch Pro would not be announced today after every good source required. Yeah, they were pretty silent today. Notice those like Central Leaks didn't say anything today. After Central Leaks went after Samus Hunter yesterday. Dude, Central Leaks went after Samus Hunter hard yesterday. And then here we have Central Leaks suddenly being quiet when what they say didn't happen. Sounds like there's a potential for Central Leaks that Amazon leak they have might have been fake the whole time. I'm just throwing it out there. It sounds like Central Leaks, potentially that Amazon leak you have was fake. Because after all, they wouldn't show you the full screenshot, right? I won't show you the full screenshot. We'll just take a little snippet of it out. Why? What are you hiding? Who does that? It's fake. Just throwing it out there. I literally don't believe a damn word Central League said. Not because they went after Samus Hunter, but because they literally went silent. See, people thought that I was bullshitting because they're like, "Oh, Nate, you went silent." I didn't go silent. There was no news today. I cover news. So, like, if there isn't news, why would I be talking about it? So the news that was today was the E3 schedule. So that's what we talked about. Why would I talk about the Switch Pro during an E3 schedule video? That doesn't make sense. As far as we're aware, Switch Pro has nothing to do with E3. You gotta go to bed later, Brian C. LP says, I could honestly see Nintendo changing the announcement date just because it got leaked. Sounds very Nintendo-like. Maybe. Thank you for subscribing, Devil X Angel 2X. What a name. Hold down the fort. Do you know how the Happy Birthday song is copyrighted? Yup. Unless I auto-tune it, baby. Happy birthday to you. Yeah, if you auto-tune it, you don't get claimed. But yeah, you can't just like straight up sing happy birthday on live stream. Is the Nintendo Switch Pro real? I firmly believe it's real. But I have no idea when we're getting it, when it's releasing, when it's been announced. I just have a belief. What's the cheese on the Switch news? You know, let me go check. There was some other news today that we could probably talk about. Pikachu is now on the menu at McDonald's restaurants in Japan. Okay. Oh yeah, there's that 2K set to reveal a bunch of games that seem to be leaked. We don't know if any of them are coming to Switch. That was one. That was a news piece today. Square Enix told us when their press conference is happening, but like, it's already on the schedule. So, what's up, Justin Basil? What's up with the? What's up with the devil horns? What's going on, man? Phantom Hourglass or Spirit Tracks? Not even close. Spirit Tracks all the way. Phantom Hourglass is in my shit tier of Zelda games. So, if xCloud or Game Pass come to Switch, who would announce it first? I think Microsoft would. Guys, be sure to @ me in the chat, just in case the chat moves a little bit. I can't always keep up with every message in the chat. And yeah, we are 5 members away from a giveaway tonight. 5 more members, baby. 5 to go. 5 out of 10. Let's see if on the first night we have a 10er if we can hit it. If we don't, it's whatever, you know. You win some, you lose some. I called it. No Switch Pro at 11 p.m. It just hit 11. They weren't going to announce it in the middle of the night anyways. They don't announce things this late. Not like systems. Top 3 Zelda games. I just did this yesterday or the day before. Let's see. Breath of the Wild 1. Zelda 2 at 2. Yes, the Adventure Link is at number 2. Number 3. Probably Majora's Mask. Yeah, we'll stick with that for now. It might be slightly... every time I think about my top 5, it keeps flip-flopping with some things. Rank every Zelda game? Oh, God. Do you want me to be here for an hour? No, I've already done the Ultimate Zelda ranking before and ranked them all. I'm not going down that road. I'm sorry. It's a fair question. I'm just not interested. It took me so long to rank them last time. So I don't want to go through it again, but I have a video on my channel where I've ranked every single Zelda game. Maybe you can find it, maybe you can't. Maybe it was a live stream. Either way, I had a thing where I did it. Favorite Mario 8 course? I don't really know. I don't know if I have a favorite. I like a lot of them. Maybe like the Bowser's Castle one. That one's pretty cool. The Hyrule one I like a lot as well. My top 3 would be Breath of the Wild, Twilight Princess, and I can't decide between Skyward Sword or Wind Waker. Nice. Why do you like Zelda 2 so much? Skill. One of the few Zelda games that require skill. That's it. You can't just button mash and move on. You can pretty much button mash or waggle your way in every Zelda game and win with no skill. Can't get away with that in Zelda 2. You actually have to get good. Let's see here. See, there's actually a Bamboo Baby. There's a trick with Dark Link where you can cheese them, but I don't want to tell you that trick because it makes the fight a joke. And almost everybody who's a pro at Zelda 2 will do that trick. But that trick is not the intended way he was meant to be fought, so I don't want to let you know. Skyward Sword requires some skill. Not it doesn't require as much as you think it does. It really doesn't. I love Skyward Sword because of the combat, but also I wanted to see them take it to the next level in the next game with motion controls, and of course we never got that. Top 3 favorite Zelda spin-off games. Probably like Hyrule Warriors, one of the Tingle games, which are, I don't know. And then Link's Crossbow Trading. Something like that. Oh, hey! We got another SC. We haven't had one in a while. Thank you so much. Thank you, Lindy, for the $5. Lind D says, got a dip for the night. You handle online haters as criticism with such grace. Serious life goals. Your kids have a great role model. Night, Nintendo Prime. Well, thanks for that. I do appreciate that. I used to not handle it with such grace, but I've gotten a little better over the years, you know? What are you going to do? People are going to hate. People are going to say what they say. Thank you so much for that support. Damn, did we really have $96, almost $97 in Super Chats tonight? You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. You're so close to the tequila goal. I don't want to even mention the... No, I'm done. I already mentioned it once. I might mention it again. As I look back at the booze. In your opinion, how likely is Breath of the Wild 2 coming out next holiday? 50-50. I'm going to stick with 50-50 till we hear otherwise. I still can't join because my two-step verification on my iOS is so sorry if I can't. Can't join what? Oh, you mean like becoming a member? Yeah, that happens. Have a blessed night. Gotta go. Later, Ruben Garza. Thank you for choosing to check out my stream tonight and spend some time with us tonight. I do appreciate that. Let's see here. I know Rockstar doesn't want to release GTA 5 on Switch, but I think the trilogy pack. I think it all should be on Switch. Do you like to speedrun any Nintendo games? I personally enjoy running through Link's Awakening on Switch, Tropical Freeze, and Pikmin 3. I used to dabble in speedrunning when I was younger. I just don't have the time. You know, I'm fortunate to beat games these days, let alone speedrun, let alone replay. Tenno says, I just feel like it was a bit misleading to make leaks be almost confirmation. I'd rather a more responsible, such realistic approach, because I imagine you want us to respect your opinion. All right, Tenno, I appreciate that feedback. So here's the deal. I can't control my personal feelings, okay? Like, if I believe in something, I believe in it. I'm not going to hide that belief for the sake of the channel. But here's the deal. That's why I label my videos the way I do, okay? If it's a rumor, it's a rumor, and I label it as such. What does rumor mean? It's not guaranteed to be true. So even if I personally am like, man, this makes me hyped. Man, I'm excited. Man, this is really cool. It's still a rumor. So this is what I say. It's on the individual to not let that happen to them. Who do you think was more disappointed that that Switch Pro wasn't announced today? You or me? So what did I do to myself? Okay, but I don't have anyone to blame but myself. And that's what I say to anybody who gets upset about the stuff is, if you're upset, who are you really upset at? Are you actually upset at the YouTuber who was just reporting on stuff and giving opinions? Or are you upset at yourself that you allowed yourself to get hyped about something that we don't have any proof is real? So that's kind of the way I look at it. Is it's a trade-off, right? I'm not going to change how I run my channel. But, as always, hype responsibly. It's on the individual to decide if they want to hype responsibly. I'm not ignoring my role in your hype, but my role is the messenger. You got to decide what you want to do with the message. I can't be held responsible for individuals' level of hype. Right? Like, it's not on me. You let yourself be hyped. I didn't force you to be hyped. So you could say it's misleading, but there was nothing misleading. I was reporting what other people were saying, and I labeled it correctly. There was zero misleading information. It was all labeled correctly. It wasn't like I came out and said, Switch Pro is being announced tomorrow, period. That's my video. That's the title. No. Rumor. Might know the price. Might know the Switch release date. Rumor. Labeled correctly. What do you want me to do about it? You know? Amor says, see the Guardian spaghetti glitch? No, I haven't. TF Soul is... Oh, I know what you're talking about. I saw a news story on it. I haven't watched it yet. Have a badass night, my friend. Gotta get up super early for work. All right, later. LP says, I know box art doesn't matter much, but I wonder Nintendo might otherwise use box art since it's reusing the same map. I have no idea. Origami Pal says, have you ever owned a 3DS or 2DS? Both. Tenno says, I get that for sure. Well, I'm glad that you appreciate my feelings on it. It's one of those, you know, you're responsible for, like, where does self-responsibility come? I feel like when I see a lot of the people really blasting Emily Rogers or blasting Nate the Hate or blasting all these people, I'm always like, where's the self-responsibility for allowing yourself to fully buy into a rumor? It's okay to believe or have hope, but just because your hope was crushed doesn't mean you have to feel sad about it. Like, there were legitimately, and I'm not even kidding you, maybe some of you were doing this, there were legitimately people not sleeping, waiting for a Switch Pro announcement today. Why? Don't fundamentally change your life for a hypothetical announcement. Live your life. Find out when you find out. Why lose sleep over something that you don't even know is going to happen, right? Like, I feel like there's just a lot of angst and anger over it because people were like altering their lives over the hype. And it's like, but that's your own fault. Why did you do that? Make better choices. Gaming isn't the be all end all. Gaming is not a replacement for sleep. It's, I just feel like people take it too far sometimes. And then they try to look for someone to blame. Did you appreciate Nintendo's troll tweet about So, Matthew Hilato, I did retweet the tweet. I'm not convinced it's a troll tweet. Here's why I'm not convinced. They've been advertising Skyward Sword consistently for weeks on their Twitter account. How do we know it's not just another advertisement? People are like, oh, but the Chibi Robo. Yeah, and there wasn't a Chibi Robo game coming out. There was not a new Chibi Robo game coming out when they tweeted the Chibi Robo on fire. That tweet felt so random. It didn't fit in anything going on at the time that was clearly a troll leading into the direct, right? But Skyward Sword HD is coming, and they've been consistently posting things from Skyward Sword HD. So why is it a troll? Because it's a weird character in the game, but it's still a character in a game that's releasing soon. So it's not comparable to Chibi Robo. People view it as a troll because they think Nintendo's going to troll again before they announce Switch Pro. Why would they troll with a game they're already advertising? That doesn't make any sense. They trolled last time with a game that wasn't even coming out. So yeah, I don't think it was an intentional troll. I think people are trying to look for things to read into at this point, and that's why I don't have there's no video today on Switch Pro. It wasn't announced, and there's no new news. So why the hell would I make a video? The way I see it, you choose to believe leaks and rumors, and it's up to you how you seriously take them. Your disappointment is your own fault. Don't shoot the messenger. Hype responsibly. Exactly. I don't care if the rumor was wrong. It just gets me even more hype for the actual release at E3. Cool. Nick Forrest says, the best advice I ever got was hope for the best, expect the worst. That's what I do a lot. I hope for the best and expect the worst. Because then, if I always expect the worst, then I'll always be surprised that it's not as bad as I feared, But, that's also kind of a sad way to live your life sometimes, because then, you're always walking around all sad until something good happens. Anyways. What should I worry about as a YouTuber? Getting a video out frequently. Oh. Are you just starting out? If you're just starting out, just worry about making content you care about and that you're proud of. Don't worry about viewership. Don't worry about daily content. Don't worry about, getting the one video out a week on the same day at the same time every week. There's all these little minute things that you'll hear about from other channels that tell you how to become a YouTuber. Oh, have a consistent schedule. Have this. Work at your top quality product. Yeah, okay. The quality is what you want to worry about. Make a quality product before you worry about consistency. Because you should be doing YouTube right now on the side. It should just be a hobby. You do it when you have time and just make something you're proud of. If it ever grows to become something more than that, absolutely. Or if you have the time, absolutely. Try to get a video out a week or whatever, right? You don't have to do daily content like I do. Daily content puts a lot of pressure on a channel. Because once YouTube sees you as a daily content channel, if you miss a day, they will stop suggesting your videos for a week. And it sucks. See here. Thoughts on Link's Awakening. One of my favorite games of all time. One of my favorite Zelda games anyways. Love it. Gaming is life. That's why, Nate, it's your fault for the hype levels getting out of proportion. I agree with you, but the whole situation is just funny. I mean, it is what it is. Thank you for subscribing, Agroa. I believe in you. I probably do believe in you, but that's not what I meant to say. Slip of the tongue. Man, we're 5 subscribers away from 69.7. Are there 5 people watching right now not subscribed? You want to go ahead and hit that subscribe button, please? I mean, I'd appreciate it if you would. Don't feel peer pressured into it or anything. It's just a free click. You don't have anything going on tomorrow? Just check it out and hopefully get a first glimpse of the new console. I'm not expecting it tomorrow. I'll let you know that right now. If people want to know my expectations, I don't think there's going to be anything tomorrow. Hey, whoever went into the AM today and bought something, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Help support the channel. We had 2 of them? Or was it 1 sale? Maybe it was 1. Wait. Was it 2 separate sales? Cool. I hope so. That'd be cool if it was 2 separate sales. I really, dude, Into the AM's been really interested in creating a long-term partnership with me. So, and their products are so good. They're so good. So I really like showing support to them, and they show support back. It's great. It's just another way to diversify, how the channel's supported. Did I see the extended Mario movie? Yes. I like the original Mario movie, by the way. I'm actually a fan of it. Luke Skywalker says, what time of day do you think they will announce the Switch Pro? Probably morning if they're going to announce it. I just wanted to say like 8, 9, one of those 2 slots, Central. Just wanted to say I'm a recent subscriber and I'm liking your content. Thank you, Matthew Hilado. Cheers. I'm peer pressuring you into hitting the like and subscribe button. Tyler Miley subscribed. Oh, that's a peer pressure there. If you had to guess, do you think about Mario Kart 9 will be enough? I mean, there was like a faint rumor out there that maybe a Mario Kart game might be coming. I don't know. We'll see. I'm keeping my expectations in check for E3. I expect to see games. If they don't show games, I'll be shocked. We do know. Okay, so we do know a new Kirby game is being made because the makers of Kirby said they're making a new one. I can't really give thoughts on it until we see it, right? I don't know what it is. They claim it's going to be like the greatest Kirby game ever made, but we haven't seen it. So if we haven't seen it, what do we really know? What do we really know, right? What do you know? What do we really know? What do you know? Speaking of what do we know? See, it's Q&A time, guys, in case you didn't know. So go ahead and get your questions into the chatty app. Speaking of what do we really know? Any luck with the map? Luco says, thank you for the excellent content. YouTube algorithm blessed me with your videos right before E3. Well, thanks. Hey, Nintendo Prime. Didn't we just have this conversation 2 weeks ago? If you don't, super chat, $20. I don't party. Yeah, that's right. I expect more from you. I've seen your back-end revenue. I know what you're making. Oh, I know all about your fancy giveaways. That's right. No. I'm only going to drink a beer because I want one. No. Get out of here with that shit. Come back at with $20, don't come back at all. Damn it. That Nintendo Prime guy, I don't know what he's thinking. I just don't know what he's thinking. I'm gonna smack him around a little bit. Cheers. Thank you for subscribing, Raquel Monteroso, and subscribing. Oh, man, we're close. Payne Paul as well. Man, we're close. We're like 2 away. Did I see the tweet saying Z2 2020? Yeah, I saw it. I don't know what to make of it, to be honest. Let's see where we're at. Are we almost at 69.7? That should have been 3 more, but we could have lost a subscriber somewhere in there too. Yeah, we're at 69.698. Damn. Guys, we're getting so close to 70K. It's crazy. I mean, heck, at this rate, maybe we hit it by Monday. Wasn't there a Warily leak? A WarioWare. Oh, WarioWare. So here's what happened with WarioWare. It's not really even a leak. It was intentional. Nintendo sent out a poll to some of their subscribers. And in this poll, it stated quite plainly, would you be interested in buying the next WarioWare game for $49.99? One, that infers there is a new WarioWare game coming. And 2, it infers they're not planning to charge $60 for it. I'm all for it. Let's go. WarioWare is completely underrated as a franchise, as a series. Coming back, not being a $60 game. I think the thing is they're probably thinking 40, but they want to know if people would be willing to spend 50. So yeah, let's go. Give me more of that quirky, fun, mini-game-esque Wario stuff. I'm all for it. Let's go. Now, I really want another Wario Land game. Anyone, raise your hand. You guys remember Wario Land? Like, it's a pretty old school game. I would like another one of those. But WarioWare is legit. So I'm pretty happy about that. That it's very clear that Nintendo's making another one. So EG said we will get news around Breath of the Wild 2 this year. E3 has to be it. I hope so. Do you think Monolith Soft could handle releasing a new IP and Xenoblade 3 at some point before the end of 2022? Yes, I do. They have multiple teams at Monolith Soft. They're one of the biggest studios at Nintendo. Are you a Miller fan because you're from Wisconsin? What's your favorite beer? So we'll get into that a bit. So my favorite beer isn't Miller. I like, I don't really have a favorite, like a direct favorite, but it's more like apple beer. So Red's Apple, Angry Orchard, anything like that. I don't really like beer. That's what that means. As for why Miller, I like Bud Light too. I also like Coors Light, any of the popular light beer brands. I like them. It's just I don't know what it is about Miller. I think it all started because I used to go to Brewers games back when it was Miller Park. Now it's like American Family Park or something. The Brewers play that. And they always had Miller for all the tailgating. And so like I just got used to drinking Miller. So it just kind of became like my go-to standard stock drink. My party drink is Captain Cokes. But you notice I don't drink Captain Cokes on set. You want me to get sloshed? Let's do shots and Captain Cokes. We do shots and some Bud Light Seltz and some shots. Like shots, Bud Light Seltz, and Miller Lite. I'm probably not going to get hammered unless I go through like a dozen of these. And then obviously do way too many shots, which we have not had a stream that's been that nuts yet. Wario Land or World would be awesome. I agree there. I have 29 entries on the giveaway. You have all 29 entries? What are you talking about? There's no giveaway right now. I have no idea what you're talking about. There's literally not a giveaway happening right now. So how do you have all the entries? Do you mean on the Smash entry form? That's not a giveaway. That's a competition. And there is 107 total people that have entered for a chance to play us. So. Yeah, but that's not a, as I said, that's not a thing. That's not what you think it is. What I'm trying to say. Oh, we're at 6'9", comma 699. I think we're gonna hit it. I think we're gonna hit it during the stream because we still have like another hour to go. The prices have changed throughout different people's surveys. Some actually asked if they pay 60. So, oh yeah, so there you go. So yeah, Nintendo's trying to determine pricing. So that's good. So basically, they have a new WarioWare game, and they want to know at what price level are they going to sell the most copies. $40 is obviously the price. But anyways, the prices have changed throughout different people's surveys. All right. So EG said we get new. Okay. What about Bach? What the heck is Bach? I know Bach like the composer. What's BOCK? Why do we have pirate flags flying? What is happening? You have any idea why they didn't make a Wario World again after the GameCube? No idea. Probably didn't sell well. Then Nintendo will announce a mini direct and then reveal the Pro during the direct. No. If they reveal the Pro, it's going to be a random drop. When they revealed the Lite, it was a random drop in the middle of July. It'll be a random drop. They won't do any announcement beforehand. Where's Switch Pro? I have no idea. I know Nintendo's in my username, but like, I don't work there. So, I do not know. I do not know. Oh, I wish I knew what Nintendo does. Whatever. I adjusted it to rhyme, damn it. This is random, but I feel like Metacritic scores should be looked at differently based on what kind of game it is. Odyssey and Breath of the Wild have the same rating, but Mario is harder to mess up. I disagree with that. Here's another way to look at it, Nintendo. Mario is harder to mess up, or Nintendo's just consistently great at making Mario games. We've seen plenty of horrible platforming games out there. I don't think Mario is hard to mess up. Nintendo's just very good at making those games. Let's give credit where credit's due. They're different genres, but you can easily mess up. Nintendo just isn't going to. They're too damn good at it. Dude, you need to get a job, Nintendo, and leak not. They would probably see. What? All right, Bamboo Baby. Let's have a talk. I work 40 hours a week, not on YouTube. I also raise 3 children. I pay all my bills. I do YouTube content, and I'm a full-time college student. So when you come at me, get a real job, get a this. I do YouTube content for fun. How about you? What do you do for fun? I don't judge you for what you do for fun, so why are you judging me? You don't like my leak videos or my rumor videos. It's more rumor videos than leak videos, but you don't like the rumor videos? That's cool. It's not all I do. Just did a video today talking about E3. We have an entire E3 show, 4 days, 12-hour streams, $3,500 worth of giveaways, all this crazy stuff happening, and none of it's based on leaks. None of it. Everything we've been building towards is something that has nothing to do with leaks and rumors. It's okay to not like my content. You could just admit, I don't like your content, and move on with your day. More like you're going to come at me with the whole get a real job, get this, get that. All right, cool. How unhappy are you that you want to tell other people how to live? Go do something fun for yourself. I mean that seriously. Go do something fun. Go play a game. Go for a run if you enjoy working out. Go play some basketball. Go, I don't know, whatever you like to do for fun. I suggest you just go do that instead and have some fun. Life is too short to not enjoy yourself. So if you're not enjoying my content, I just suggest you stop watching it and go find something you do like to do. Maybe you need to catch up on, Game of Thrones or Big Bang Theory or whatever you're into. I have no idea what shows you're into. Maybe you're into Bleach or something. Maybe you are having a good time and you just don't want to admit it. Maybe I'm a guilty pleasure for yours. Who the hell knows? Everyone's different. They meant the job at Nintendo and leak stuff. Oh, you meant go get a job at Nintendo? I'm not going to get a job at. They won't hire me. They would never hire me. Relax, Stephen Davis. Bach is beer from Wisconsin, I think with a buck on it. I have no idea. I've never heard of it. They might get a job at Nintendo Elite Games for us. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. So sorry about that. The reason that if you want to know why I went on that little diatribe, I have had get a real job said to me probably 7,000 times in the last 3 years. So when I see that comment in the chat, my brain just goes to that spot where everyone over the years that has said this crap to me, So sorry. I'm still wondering how get a job at Nintendo had the phrase get a real job involved with it. But either way, I apologize. Didn't mean to come at you if you didn't mean it that way. Sorry. Whenever I see get a real job, it just lumps in with my years and years and years of people yelling at me about that crap. So I apologize. Hopefully you can forgive me. And if you can't, I'm sorry. Everyone makes mistakes. Didn't I say I was going to upload a Pokemon video yesterday? When did I say I was going to upload a Pokemon video? I barely ever talk about Pokemon. Where did you get the idea I'd upload a Pokemon video, Luke Skywalker? Do you think without the pandemic, we would have gotten the Switch Pro sooner? God, Bamboo Baby, I feel bad. Hit me up in DMs. I'm going to give you a $5 eShop gift card. I'm sorry about that, man. That's really all on me for not reading the full context of the conversation. It was a certain phrase that kind of triggered some stuff. I really apologize for that. I feel bad. Hit me up in DMs on Twitter or on Discord, and I'll get you a $5 eShop gift card. I feel kind of bad, so that's not an encouragement for all of you guys to fake making me mad to get eShop gift cards. God damn it! I know how people are going to be like, oh man, if I say something that's going to trigger him, but then it wasn't that way. No, this is a one-off case. I'm going to give Bamboo Baby a $5 eShop gift card. This is a huge misunderstanding. What's happening with the N64 software simulator where you said you could play Donkey Kong 64? I have no idea what's happening with it. What's your favorite guilty pleasure old school movie? Mine's the Mighty Ducks trilogy. Mario. The Mario movie. I love it. You said in the end of one of your videos you had a Pokemon video coming later that because it wasn't true. There was a rumor I was doing a lead on, and when I finished my research, I realized that it's not real. So, yeah, that's what I meant there. There was a video that I was starting work on, and because God forbid everyone thinks I just post any goddamn thing I read on the internet and make a video on it. I research my shit. And sometimes my research leads me to realizing it's fake. And I'm not going to put up fake stuff. Notice, I didn't make a video on the Best Buy thing from 4chan. I tweeted about it, but I never made a video. Did my research, couldn't prove it enough to make a video. I do that with all my videos. Doesn't mean mistakes don't slip in. I'm just saying that that's what it was. I had a Pokemon rumor video that I was working on, but when I finished research, it wasn't worth making. Could I have made it? Could I have milked views and got away with it and just called it a rumor? Absolutely. But I didn't. That's the thing. Like, people think I just milk the views, and I was like, if it interests me, yeah. If it's something I can't disprove, absolutely. But I disproved this before I even made the video, so why would I post something fake? I already know it's fake, so why make the video, right? Just to act ignorant. Oh, I don't know it's fake. I didn't do the research. Like, no, I did the research. It's fake, so I'm not gonna post about it. Let's see here. Is Bamboo here? Did that scare him off? I hope I didn't. I hope he claims his $5 gift card. Maybe he's messaging me. I should probably go check my DMs. There's nothing on Twitter. Bamboo, I hope you're still here. I hope you really do message me and get your $5 gift card. I do feel bad about that. I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Do you have a favorite fighting game franchise? If it's Smash Bros, what's second? ARMS is my favorite. Can you call it a franchise yet, though? There's only one game. What do you think the Switch Pro announcement is dropping? When do I think? I don't know. I'm not even going to say when I think anymore, because people are just going to come out at me and be like, hey, you were wrong. Like, yeah, it's just a thought. I don't know. Sometime before E3. If not, oh well. I still think it's releasing this year. I like drinking milk, but watching videos of milked content. um, what was fake about the Pokemon? What was the fake? I'm not gonna talk again, Luke Skywalker. I'm not gonna bring it up because it's spreading misinformation. Where do you buy your eShop gift cards at? Amazon. Sometimes I buy them in person too. You know, I'll get like the physical cards so I can hold it up on stream. I've done that before. I got a couple physical ones over there for E3 as an example. But I mean, I'm just going to send you the code. I'm not going to ship the damn physical card to you. Risk losing it in the mail. Very glad my one day off E3 is Tuesday. So you'll be rocking with you all day. Yeah, dude. That Tuesday is going to be hype at E3. So much hype. You're still here. Okay. I just wanted to make sure you heard what I said, and I do apologize for missing the context of the comment. I thought it was weird because you were commenting earlier and you weren't negative at all about things, so that's why it was a little weird. But I was like, maybe you were just holding it back, Like, how am I supposed to know? I don't know you guys. You're all strangers to me. Even the mods, you're still strangers to me. I've never met any of you. The only person I ever met was Neil Willis back at E3, and that was a long time ago, and I haven't talked to him since. So. Maybe he didn't like me. I have no idea. What's your least favorite system? Like of all time? I'll be there all day Tuesday as well. I think we're going to have a lot of people here all day Tuesday because it's Nintendo's day. I expect the final day of E3 to be our biggest live stream. The most amount of viewers, the most amount of hype, because we're a Nintendo channel, right? I expect Microsoft's day to be the second biggest. But we'll see. I'm hoping that all 4 days are just popping off, right? Like, I hope we just have an awesome E3 because there's so much cool stuff. So much cool stuff we're giving away. So many cool conversations and guests and just, it's going to be competitions. Funny things happening with Eric and I. It's going to be awesome. I will admit, by the way, that we probably are going to be ordering pizza and stuff like that during E3. We don't have time to cook, right? We got a show to put on. There's some stuff we'll prepare ahead of time, but it is what it is. So if it grosses people out to see us eat pizza or whatever, kind of too bad. We got a show to put on. But it's not like we're going to just both be chowing down and not talking. Like, there's going to be stuff going on. About Animal Crossing New Horizons today, and I can't put it down. What was I doing all of last year? I have no idea, Tenno. What were you doing? Thunder Prime of all time. Thanks. Web browser I use on PC because the one I'm using doesn't like me. I use Chrome a lot, but I also switch between Chrome and Firefox. Those are basically the two I go back and forth between. I just got here, liking that shirt. It's fresh. What did I miss from earlier? What did you guys talk about? Just got done work. So next, sir, this is from Into the AM. They are actually a sponsor today, and they are a sponsor during E3. So Into the AM, if you go to intotheam.com/Nintendo Prime 10, you can get 10% off your order. They make amazing shirts. Their printed shirts are some of the best I've ever seen. All their shirts are super soft. Some are softer than others, but all of them are really soft. Like this shirt here, my word. This is the softest one that I got from them. Great color. Obviously, you can see on camera. Awesome color. It's not as red as it looks because we have a light. It's more like maroon than red. Like if you look down in the shaded area, this is like what color it is versus up here where the studio light's hitting it. But damn, like it's so soft. I could it's softer than my pillow. Feels great. It's not like there's like pajama soft. It's not that. It's a softness I've never felt before. I can't even explain it. It's so good. Maybe I'll grab a link here quick in case people are interested. I know someone bought some stuff earlier, which I really do appreciate when people do that because this is a company that is supporting us. And I want to keep that partnership going for as long as we can. Into the AM has been one of the first ever sponsor we've had. If you guys remember, they sponsored us a couple weeks ago, back in June or back in May, and they're the only sponsor we've ever had come back to us and want to do more. Usually we get one-off sponsorships and then they don't come back. And this company wanted to sponsor again. So that's awesome. I've never had a company want to do that, and they're really high-quality products. I don't even mind it. I'll promote them more than what they pay for because I legitimately like their products. That's nice too. Soft tees are amazing. Yeah, man. It's so comfy. So there's the link again in the chat. I respect what you're saying, yet J-Star Kush, I can respect what you are saying, yet you are asking for money actively. What are you talking about? Care to explain your comment, J-Star Kush? Is it because we have a membership goal? People choose the super chat. I don't ask people to super chat, if that's what you mean. Dragon Roost Island track from Wind Waker is the best song. Yeah, dude. It's pretty cool. Switch Roll's not going to come out this year. How's it going to fix Legends Arceus frame rate? He DM'd me on Discord. Thanks for following up. I got it. I DM'd him. We're good. I got it. Thanks, Brian. Or Birdman. Thanks, Birdman, for... Sorry, I'm used to Brian taking care of this for me. Thanks, Birdman, for taking care of it. Another excellent reason that I promoted you to mod. Thanks for subscribing, Mensa family. Did we hit it? Are we at 69.7? I have no idea. Let's refresh the back end and find out. We did it. We hit 69,700. Cool. Nintendo Prime likes to dance for us. What's your favorite number between 10 and 0? 5. 5's my favorite number of all time. Nintendo Nate likes to dance for us. I don't know who you are, but 5 is my favorite number. It's been my favorite number since it was my number in basketball when I was a kid. I like how I asked J-Star to clarify and then he's gone. I think he just came in to criticize and run. That's what a lot of haters do. They hop in, they criticize you, and then instead of defending their criticism, they just run away. Let's see here. Scrolling down. How do you access super chats? The money symbol. Down by say something, there should be a money symbol. If there isn't, then you don't have that in your country. But since you're a member, it should be. How do you access super chats? You've super chatted before, Amor. I'm confused. I don't understand it. What do you think the brand new big surprise reveal of Nintendo's E3 will be? Gosh. I don't know what it's going to be. I mean, it's probably Donkey Kong or something, but F-Zero to the moon and back, baby. F-Zero to the moon and back. You don't need to use your PTO to take time off from work. Hey, at least you have PTO. Flipping. So that's good. Welcome to the stream, by the way. I don't know if you just got here, but welcome. Overthink Gaming just clipped your meltdown. My meltdown? What meltdown? What meltdown? I didn't have a meltdown, so. You mean when I misread that it's not that hard. Like the guy that I went after that I misread, like if he clipped it and put it up, it's like, okay, cool. So he clipped it. Congratulations. All the guy has to do is the fan who I'm giving an eShop gift card could literally go to his comments and be like, it's not the way that you frame it. That guy, Overthink Gaming, he from what I could tell from him, and I don't want to really give him a lot of attention, just based on some stuff I've seen, all his popular videos anyways, seem to be all based on going after other YouTubers and like laughing at them or making fun of them or calling them names, and taking things out of context. Like the last video he did, he said something like, I didn't, all my giveaways are sponsored, so no, that's not true. You guys know it's not true. But he literally had to dig out a stream from like over a month ago to find me talking about the E3 giveaways. And he conveniently left out in that stream where I mentioned that I spent $1,000 on giveaways myself. He conveniently just left that out of his video because it didn't fit the narrative that he's making. So that's the problem with people like him when they're going. I have no problem with criticism, but when you go after a YouTuber, give the full story. If you only clip out things that fit your narrative, you're ignoring the rest, and it just creates a false story. So I can't worry about people that do that. The first time he did it, I made a mistake in responding. In reality, you got to ignore people like that. If people are going to take you out of context, the bigger my channel gets, the bigger the critics are going to get, and the more out of context you're going to be taken. It is what it is. You just got to move on. That's all I'm going to say on that front. Later, Christopher Lockhart. Have you seen those streamers that completely tear apart people for donating only $5 if you don't have enough to donate? Oh, dude, there are some Twitch streamers I've seen that are like, you could only give me $5. Don't even bother giving me if it's anything less than 20. Like, what the? What? Hello, I'm appreciative of 50 cents. We used to do streams on Twitch where people would donate a single bit, and I would shout out a single bit on stream. What? I don't understand that stuff. You should be appreciative that anybody is willing to give you anything, because you don't have to be given anything. You shouldn't expect it. You can be happy about it. You can enjoy it. It's good to get community support. But you shouldn't be like, oh yeah, ungrateful for them not giving enough. Right? That's dumb. Imagine if I was ungrateful. Let's say the stream tonight made $5 and I just cut the stream off early and said, screw this, I'm done, we're not making any money. That's being ungrateful. That's also doing the stream for the wrong reasons. As my fiance always reminds me, you don't stream to make money. You happen to make money while you stream, but that's not why you stream. You stream because you enjoy it. And that's the truth. I wasn't doing these daily live streams literally like a month ago because Yulia was working or wasn't working at night, so I spent time with her. And I enjoy spending more time with her than I enjoy live streaming, so I spend time with her if she's home. But if she's not home, I also enjoy live streaming and talking with you guys. I enjoy this. And if I happen to make money doing it, cool. If I don't, cool. It's all about having a good time. And that's the way I'm not going to say it always was that way with my channel, but that's the way I am now. Everything I do on YouTube is about having a good time. You were making a dark joke. Have a good night. Nate, you were still surprised the Switch Pro hasn't been officially announced. Does it frustrate you? I'm not frustrated, Joshua Langston. I wanted it announced, but I wanted it announced like a year ago too. So, I mean, I'm not one to get super frustrated about it. And ayo! Thank you and more. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1 _ I appreciate it, man. The $1 make you holla. Thank you so much for that. Let me get a little beer skiing for you. Cheers, man. To the moon and back, right? Oh, there's a head on that one. You put out a ton of content. I try. What do you think will come first? Donkey Kong 40 or Zelda 35? I'm going to go with DK 40. I don't know if either are going to come out, but I have a bartender friend who messaged me later about giving them a shitty tip. They're shitty bartenders, though. I always say you get the tips that you deserve. Sometimes. There are people that go out and just never tip, regardless of how good the service was. I mean, that's the thing, too. Some people don't understand tip culture in the U.S. because other countries don't have that. They just pay their people better. So there's, it is what it is. People shouldn't complain about it, at least not to the person that didn't tip them or didn't tip them enough in their opinion. Like, keep those comments to yourself and your friends, right? I've worked in the industry. I've been a bartender before. I understand, tips are a big deal, but it's also be better with your service, and you're going to get so many tips from other people that you're not going to care if somebody else didn't tip you enough. Or in your opinion, what you think you should be tipped. Just be happy you got any. Let's go. That's one Big Mac. What are we talking about Big Macs for? I don't even like Big Macs. Let me see here. What is one port you wish would come to Switch, realistic or not? Anything. Any game in existence, right? That's what you're saying? Doesn't matter if it's exclusive somewhere else, any game in existence? Or are we talking about a game that, is multi-platform and could come, but would never come? I'm going to throw this out there. I've talked about other games. I've talked about Kingdom Hearts 3 and other stuff. I'm just going to say, you know what really sucks that we don't have, and I didn't think I would care about it, but I kind of do? Call of Duty. Now, look, I'm not a big Call of Duty guy, but I got to admit, back on Wii U, I played quite a bit of Black Ops 2. I kind of miss that we don't have that on Switch, that I don't have my portable Call of Duty really good game. Like, I know there's a decent game on phones, but that's playing on a phone and I don't have like a controller for it. I would rather play on Switch. So like, I'm not saying I want Call of Duty Mobile on Switch. I would like to see them try to bring a full Call of Duty game over like they did on Wii U. It's weird, I know, because like I'm sure a huge part of my audience isn't into Call of Duty, but I very much would like to see that on Switch. What's the counter on the Super Chat nightly 100 for tequila? Says Loki Ravenstorm. Well, since you asked, we're at $98.92, if you must know. So, like, really close. But, I don't, You making me hungry? I'm not eating. How am I making you hungry? The reason why I said about the third parties earlier is it's because without the Switch Pro getting announced, how is Nintendo going to make them a better resolution? I think is what you meant, not revolution. I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. Nintendo Nate Prime likes to dance for us. This guy Nintendo Prime acts just as excited for $1 as he does 20. It's so wholesome. I mean, yeah. If we get like a really big one, like we had a hundo from someone a couple nights ago, like that hundo from someone, I went nuts because we don't get massive donations like that. But I'm super appreciative of all of them. As an example, well, thank you, Loki Ravenstorm, for the $3. Thank you, Discipline is Key, for another $2. Birdman, you're not trolling, are you? Every time someone says big news in the chat, it's always trolling. What big news dropped? Did they drop Switch Pro in the middle of the night? I swore they weren't going to do that. You got to be trolling. You're all capsing. So I assume you're trolling. Something just got leaked. SMT5 got leaked? Whoa. That is big news. Hold on. Shin Megami Tensei. You're a mod. Post the link in the chat. Post the link in the chat. SMT5 is a big deal. Thank you, Flippin', for the $2. Says, I'm going to start my YouTube channel. Wish me luck. Good luck, man. All right, we have definitely crossed the threshold now. We're, $5-6 past it. For those who don't know, anytime we hit a $100 threshold for the stream, and I purposely don't put it up because I don't usually want people to know. If people ask, I'll let them know. But yeah, every time we hit $100, we'll do a shot of tequila. Tequila is the bane of my existence. We'll also do a shot of tequila if we get a $100 super chat. I don't bring it up very often until we hit the goal, but it is something that we do on my live stream. And any live stream really, even if I'm not drinking, except during E3. E3, I will not be doing it if we hit the threshold. Probably not even going to be paying attention to how many super chats we have. I'm just going to do what I do for all the super chats and shout them out. Let me see. The SMT5 got leaked. Sorry, I'm trying to find. Here it is. Twitter. Okay. All right. That's a big deal. That's a big game coming to Switch. Is releasing November 11th, 2021. Hold on. Yeah, let me see if this is real before we freak out. Hold on. Sorry, I'm reading the story right now. Do they have proof of this? Okay, I see where it's coming from. Do they have a screenshot? See, they don't provide a screenshot or even a link. Hold on. Hold on. Yeah, they don't even provide. See, I don't see it on their website. I'll have to do some research into this. I'm not saying that Persona Central is wrong, but I'm gonna, before I can make a video on this, which I would make it tonight. I'd make it as a late night release. I would end the stream early and release it. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into it before I can report on it. But yeah, potentially Shin Megami Tensei 5 leaked a release date of November 11th, 2021. There is story and gameplay details. Not going to get into that until I do some research on this and see if it is something worth talking about. If it is, we'll make a video on it tonight. I gotta get this tequila down. Oh boy, we had some other super chats, right? Yeah, we did. We'll follow it up with the Celts. Ah! Oh my god. Why? Why? Oh, such torture. Oh my god. Blah. Blah, blah, blah. I love your show. I'm glad to get to watch it when I'm working. Off to bed, man. Have a good night, dude. Skull. Oh. What kind of tequila was that? Not like expensive tequila. It's just some Swaza tequila silver. I mean, I believe it's got the high alcohol content, if I remember right. I don't know if it's 100 proof. Does it not even say? That's the scary thing when it doesn't say. It does not say what proof it is. That's always scary. Awesome. I bought tequila that doesn't tell me what proof it is. I'm sure I could Google it and look it up. It's supposedly imported, probably from Mexico or something. Past the $20 threshold, have a shot of rant? No! No! Oh, 200! Oh, 200! All right, Elijah Tang. The next time I cross the $200 threshold, I will do a shot of ranch. We already bought the ranch for E3. Guys, I hate ranch. I hate, like, vomiting. It might be worse than tequila for me. It might be worse than tequila. See, tequila, at least if it's like, if I haven't had a lot to drink, I can hold it down, you know? Shut a ranch. Well, good thing we're nowhere near the $200 threshold, so I don't got to worry about it. What do you, what's the all caps Nintendo Prime? I get, you're excited, right? You're excited about it? I'll probably make a video on it if it turns out to be legit. I got to do research on it. So again, I'll probably end my stream early just to do research. And make sure, see if I need to pop out a video tonight. Do I have the Mario Dance Dance game? Not anymore, but I used to. Wasn't it on GameCube? I feel like it was on GameCube, but I did have it back in the day. New Switch Pro information from a French retailer. Would you try and get on the Spawncast at some point, or try to get John on your podcast? So, Spawncast. I have been on Spawncast before. It was a couple years ago. I have not asked to be on since. I don't know. John might be willing to have me on. I have no idea. The problem for me is it's on weekends, and I don't usually, I'll get a video out on weekends, like a quick one in the morning, but then I don't really do anything on weekends. Weekends is my family time with my fiance, etc. So that's one reason why I don't. I'm not saying that I can't like set aside time to eventually do it sometime. Obviously, it could happen. It's just, you know, I wouldn't expect it. I might message him sometime, maybe like the E3, the middle of E3 Spawncast. Maybe I can, because I'll be doing lots of work then. Maybe I could fit it in. But I got nothing against John. He's great. As for having him on my podcast, you know, I haven't reached out to him in a while. You know, I might as well DM him right now. We do follow each other. At least we used to follow each other. Does he not follow me anymore? I have no idea. I think he still follows me. Oh yeah, he still follows me. So I'm gonna DM. I'll DM him quick. I guess it's easier. What's up with Twitter DMs? It's just easier to go to his profile and then hit DM. Yeah, I haven't talked to him. Last time him and I talked was September 2020. So I'll ask him if he wants to go on. All right, I DM'd him. We'll see if he responds. I literally haven't talked to the guy in a long time. They weren't supposed to tell us that. Thank you for subscribing, Eric Kuhn Ka. Thank you so much for subscribing. Center Prime. Look at this. What am I looking at? The fact that I'm going to have to make a video tonight when I didn't plan to? Damn it. Dude, imagine Nintendo Prime and Spawn merge Nintendo Cast. Yeah, our podcast won't merge. The thing about Spawncast is great podcast. #1 video game podcast in the world, I think, right now. But for my money, there's too many people, right? You don't hear from everyone equally, and I just, when they have guests on, the guests always seem to be like overshadowed. So nothing against it. That's just their show. And their show is very popular. So clearly they're doing something right. I like what my show's doing. I like my practical set, right? I like the way I handle guests, although we're working on the audio issues of the last few podcasts. I know we're working on that. But yeah, like I like how I run my show. I like how different my show is from other podcasts, and I want to keep that going, right? I want to keep the practical set. I want to keep things going smooth. I like the way it is now. Does that make sense? Do you guys like my podcast? Maybe you guys don't even like the podcast. I haven't looked for podcast feedback in a long time. It's real. Birdman's just freaking out. Just freaking out. Ah, it's real! Oh my god! It's okay. I'll make a video on it. Chill. I will end my stream probably in like 10 or 15 minutes and I'll make a video. Because I could probably pull off a video in 45. Let me, I'm going to have my thumbnail guy make me a thumbnail quick just in case. That's right, I have a thumbnail guy. I pay him, by the way. He's not cheap either. I know how long it takes him to make a thumbnail. So I'll have him get to work on the thumbnail right away. Because it's like midnight his time. All right, I got my thumbnail guy working on something. I got to pay him either way. So Birdman, I'm trusting you, Birdman. I am trusting you that this is legit. Hope you don't burn me because I got to pay for this thumbnail I just asked him to make. Either way. Either way. So I'm hoping that you're not burning me here. Hoping you're not burning me. Of course you told Player Essence, goddammit, he's gonna get a video out before me. It's alright. We're all in the same community, it's all good. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Hey, look at this! Thank you, Daniel Bodon, for the $1.99. Do you think Final Fantasy XVI will show up this year at E3? Yes, I do expect that at E3. Fine. Let me read the story. I'll break the news right here on stream, and then I'll go make a video. The official Japanese website for Shin Megami Tensei 5 was mistakenly updated with release details for the upcoming game, including its release date of Thursday, November 11, 2021. As the information came from a Japanese website, again, this is something that was probably going to be announced at E3. It's possible that this release date is only for Japan. However, the game was previously stated to be a worldwide release, so it would presumably be close in other territories. The error was made prior to the E3 2021 Nintendo Direct on June 15th. Information for the Nintendo Switch exclusive RPG and next mainline entry in the SMT series has been displayed erroneously on the Japanese website. Here are the details. Description. The latest mainline title in the Shin Megami Tensei series, Shin Megami Tensei's first release in 1992. Sorry, I had that seltzer brewing for a while. Shin Megami Tensei's first release in 1992, the series has gained in popularity for its dark worldview, anarchic scenarios, and original combat systems with demons and deities as allies. Shin Megami Tensei 5 combines the unique charm of the series with the high-quality visuals of the latest hardware. The game will deliver a new demon experience like never before. Story/character. The main character is a high school student living an ordinary life, wanders into another world called Da'at. The hero focuses with a mysterious man and becomes a Neobino, a forbidden being, throwing himself into a battle between gods and demons. Da'at is in the mysterious world of Da'at, where desert is found all over. Various gods and demons are scattered about, including demons as large as mountains and giant birds flying in the sky. Demons. As you explore Da'at, you'll face over 200 demons. In addition to familiar demons, several demons newly drawn by Masayuki Doi, the character designer of this title, will also appear. System. Da'at, an untamed land, is under attack by powerful demons. The protagonist clears his way through to pursue the truth. Make use of various means to advance, such as growing the power of Neobino and sometimes utilizing the power of demons themselves. The end of the game can diverge in many ways. What is the future you will choose? So there's multiple endings. Limited edition. As this was listed only on the Japanese website for now, there's no guarantee this will be available anywhere else. Shin Megami Tensei 5 first limited edition Forbidden Neobino box. The first limited edition of Shin Megami Tensei 5. This box contains the game's charm, or condenses the game's charm, packed with plenty of demons and music that embody Shin Megami Tensei 5. It includes an item resembling the hero Neobino, considering a forbidden being in the game. And then, standard edition for 8,890 yen, limited edition for 4,800, digital version for 9,870. It's weird the digital version's more expensive than the standard version. Is that normal in Japan? It's rated for ages 15 and up. So, I'll make a video on that, man. Don't worry about it. Oh, Stu Cheeks! Welcome! You have become the latest member of the board of directors of Nintendo Prime. Thank you for joining at the champion rank. I really appreciate your support. You're awesome. You're all awesome. I seriously be sure this as the Persona Central page of the Legend League is down now. Okay. The 8th arc. What's happening with a story like this is it's breaking right now. So if this is real, the site is crashed. Okay. Persona Central is not an extremely popular website. I'm aware of it. It is one of the top news websites, news fan sites, I should say, for Persona. The thing is, if this is a real leak, their webpage is getting hit so hard they're crashing. I already have it loaded up. So I'm not going to refresh the page. But I will make sure before I make a video, of course, that this is real. I'm not just, I research all my videos. So Birdman is sure of it. But I need to double check and make sure this is legit. If it is, I'm not going to refresh their page because I'm sure the website's down. They're a smaller website. Then they're probably not on a server like I am. I have NintendoPrime.com. NintendoPrime.com. I'm on a server that can handle millions, but I also pay for it. So if we get millions of traffic in a day, I end up paying quite a bit of money for those millions of traffic. So I kind of don't want millions of traffic, but so a lot of websites use cheaper hosting because they don't typically get that much traffic. But since they broke the story, their website's down. I got their page already loaded. Thank you for the link before it broke on the whole internet. Now they're breaking the website. So I'm gonna keep that loaded. I have the link. We're all good. If the story's real, we'll make a video on it. We'll probably end the stream here in 5 minutes because I'm gonna need time to make the video. So yeah, I'll do my research and I'm gonna try to get the video out ASAP. This is breaking news. This is a huge game for Switch, a huge third-party game, and it's exclusive. So it's big. It's a big deal. How much is it to become a member? $3 is the cheapest member tier. $3, Bamboo. If you don't see the option when you're on iOS, we have a link down in the description. iOS people, you have to use a direct link to become members. It's dumb, I know. I wish they would fix the app on iOS. I literally use an Apple device. It's stupid that I can't become a member on here without going to a web browser, but it is what it is. I can't do anything about it. So, all right. I'm not closing the page. It's up. I literally just read it off. Bare minimum, I could clip it out of the stream, but I don't want to. I want to do it more professional. Get all the drinks out of the way. Actually get something up on the screen. Do this professional-like, right? Do this the Nintendo Prime way. I probably won't zoom up or zoom in the camera like I usually do, because I usually don't have this wide of a field of view in a standard video. But you're welcome. Well, thanks. I would have figured it out after I ended the stream. It just would have been an hour from now instead of in 5 minutes. So thank you, Birdman. I appreciate it. See, this is what I'm live streaming, so I'm not actively on Twitter seeing these stories break, and I got it loaded up before the site crashed, so that's good news. You think it's legit? I got to look into it. I got to make sure. I don't report fake shit. Correction. I don't intentionally report things that are fake. I try to do my research beforehand. I'm not going to say every rumor video I make is real. Of course it's fucking not. That's why they're fucking rumors. This appears to not be a rumor, though. This appears to be real. So, we have breaking news Kanye East about Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm putting up a video. I don't have time to go back over it. 4 minutes. I'm ending the stream, and then we're out of here. Then I got a video to make. What's the best way to avoid getting fake Switch Pro controllers? Because I want the Super Smash Bros. Controller edition. With my Super Smash, you buy it from a legit retailer. Buy it on Amazon that says it's listed by Nintendo. If you get a fake one, you can contact Amazon Report and send it back. Amazon will take care of you. I trust Amazon's support system. They're very good with refunds. They're very good with shipping it back and getting you a real item. Make sure it says it's sold by Nintendo. Let's see here. You're really excited right now? I mean, it's exciting. We've been waiting for real news on this for a long time. So, loving the stream. Looking forward to the E3 content. Thanks, Xanax. I appreciate it. Thank you. I really do appreciate it. I'm trying my best out here, man. It's hard work here at Nintendo Prime, let me tell you. So much stuff happening. I don't even know. There's so much stuff. See this audio cord? This is supposed to fix the audio. I don't think it's going to. I'm pretty sure that I have to go with a completely different setup for my E3 stream and podcast. But basically, I don't think I'm going to have guests on this back TV anymore, which isn't the end of the world. I have a way to include them that doesn't need the TV. But you gotta cross it off your E3 bingo. Well, yeah, Shin Megami Tensei 5 was one of the first games shown for Switch. How excited are you for the Bucks versus Nets? Dude, to me, this is literally the show of the playoffs. This is the game of the playoffs. Man, the Lakers are getting crushed. Poor Lakers. Poor Lakers. If you're going to lose big, right? Poor Lakers. Is Atlas going to be at E3? I've not heard anything from Atlas, so I don't know. SMT and Pokemon. Yeah, dude, that is true. They're like a week apart, like 8 days. 8 days apart, basically a week apart. That's crazy. That's not the big holiday game, by the way, of course. SMT is still, not relatively, God, it won't even sell as well as Pokemon Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl will. But the return of Breath of the Wild 2, Stu Cheeks. How is Stu to view? So is like the whole internet. Dude, okay. I call that the Lakers will be down bad. Yeah, dude, they're getting crushed. Their souls are broken. Yeah. I mean, even if AD was healthy, I thought they were going to lose this series. The Lakers have been just kind of coasting and just like injuries and just assuming they're suddenly going to be healthy and be all good for the playoffs. They're not. They're not the same team as last year. There's no bubble now. They got to play in front of a crowd. They're playing a legitimate team that could win the finals. I'm sorry, the Suns, Devin Booker, DeAndre Ayton, and Chris Paul, they can win the finals. I'm not kidding. They're a finals team. They're a championship level team, and nobody was giving them credit. Shame on them, and now they're still not going to get credit because, oh, they won because AD was hurt. Never mind, they were winning when AD was playing. Like, I hate how that goes sometimes. 1 minute, then we're done with the stream because I got to go. Yeah, injuries. Injuries are a thing. That obviously sucks. That's what's nice about, so the Bucks-Nets series, technically the Bucks aren't healthy. They're missing a starter, and Dante is the one starter we could afford to lose, but Dante is also still a really important part of the rotation, especially defensively. So the Bucks are not at full strength. So if they beat the Nets without Dante, what are the Nets pretenders? The fact they're not good on defense actually matter in the playoffs? I realized that they could use the customization system from Etopia and Tamagotchi like they could. All right, we have hit 11:15. We're cutting the stream short. I got to get an emergency video out, so look forward to that hopefully here in the next half hour or so. It's not going to be a super long video because I got to get it out quickly. I have stuff to do. But thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm literally moving stuff out of the way of my shot. You guys are awesome. I really appreciate the support tonight. Thank you, Birdman. I don't have time to shout out all our super chats tonight. We hit $107.91. Thank you so much for that. We had a bunch of new members. We didn't hit our member goal tonight, but that's all right. Maybe we'll hit the member goal tomorrow. We'll keep this 10 member goal up and see what happens. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am Nintendo Prime. Hopefully you enjoyed this live stream. Let's go. Shin Megami Tensei 5 video coming at you within the hour.